It's a dragon.
So it was Sorcerer's Stone.
It's equal to everyone else.
Hello.
It's a dragon maze there,
That's good.
Raffy.
Is it?
I think it is.
Is it?
Hello?
Calmly asks Ralph.
I'm messing with you, boy.
Oh.
Did you write your name to the dragon maze?
Oh, we've had this. You've told me that joke before. Did you put your name in the dragon?
It's a dragon
Yeah,
maze
yeah,
though.
we have.
Niv Mizzet calmly asks Ralph Zarek.
Fuck.
Did you put your name
into the goblet.
to the dragon's maze?
What? Why did that happen? Bakit when they replaced Dumbledore, the new Dumbledore was like,
Super
Harry, you
aggressive.
little fuck.
Yeah, he was all aggro.
But it doesn't make sense.
It
right?
doesn't.
But
Even in the
why?
book, he's not like that.
He's not like that. Like, bakit galit na
But
galit siya
I
lagi,
think
Harry?
the original actor was too mellow. He was also like 92.
Yeah, super
He's
old. That's
why
why
he
he
died.
died.
Yeah. Pero why did the character change when the actor in real
I
life
think it was
died?
the actor mismo
It was
took
just
it
new
to that
life for
direction.
To that
It's just
direction.
new life.
Harry, you stupid son of a
He
bitch.
really hated Daniel Radcliffe. Suga. He's the reverse of the Sugoy lady. Suge lady.
I like this. Maganda pa. All at once. Drool.
Racism.
All right, so
What's
if
his-
we're keeping this. We have
Yeah.
to do the silence because the electric fan is on.
Okay.
Because it's hot.
Yeah. I could do that.
Mobo.
No, stop.
Silence, man. That's what that means.
Alright.
The Warchief had trouble getting. Fuck, I can't remember what he said.
The former Warchief could not get an Uber. The former Warchief could not get an Uber.
The former Warchief could not get gold.
Not enough
That's
gold.
pretty good.
Not enough lumber.
Ignite the beacon.
Wait. In the Warcraft universe, do you pay Ubers with lumber?
Why?
Yeah, dude.
I don't know. You're the
Yeah.
one.
Yeah,
No,
dude.
I just said gold.
No, you're.
Fuck
He
it.
said gold.
I said gold.
You pay
Yeah,
with
yeah.
Vespin gas.
No, that's
No, that's StarCraft. That's different. There's no
Yeah.
Warchiefs up there.
Yeah.
I mean,
Don't say you love me. You don't even know me, baby.
And then the popcorn goes off.
Oh, fuck. Raffy's so not
You
wrong.
love me, baby.
we good?
Do we have enough pre-roll? Are we good?
I don't know.
You're the host.
There's
Yeah,
something in
yeah,
there.
yeah. I'm
There's
the
something
host.
in
Do you
there.
think we have enough B-roll? Then yeah.
Are we good?
Let's rock it like
Sensible, right?
Let's rock it. Let's go. We going?
So how we going?
How's it? My name is Josh Lee Kwai.
I'm Jimmy Wong.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, it's me, just some guy on the street. Give me some money.
Ooh. 2019, man.
Hey, hobos still exist.
Yeah, I guess they do. Okay.
Also, I'm naked.
Oh,
Wanna see
super
my
strong
wee-wee?
and super naked.
I'm so happy. This is an audio format podcast, so
right.
none of you can see how naked this man is. Welcome to episode 34 of the Good Trades podcast, everyone, where we punch each other with stories and everyone,
Everyone.
yo, Carlo, even you take damage.
Even the younglings.
Even the younglings,
They
the
take
women and
damage.
children too.
Even the people of Westeros.
Oh, I want to talk about that.
Yeah, dude.
Yo, so what's going on, boys? I missed you.
Yeah.
We did.
Right.
No, we did.
You pulled that joke last time I was in Japan. Every time I say I miss you, you say you don't miss me.
You lay it up, I dunk it in.
Oh yeah. I set myself up for it. So, since I wasn't able to listen to the last episode because as I was trying to listen to it, you guys started talking about near spoilers. So I was like, nope.
Godzilla shows up.
What'd you guys talk about last week?
We can't spoil it.
No. Aside from near spoilers,
No,
what else do we do?
Oh yeah,
No.
we did talk about the PR.
Yeah, we did a lot of PR stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Bit of that Avengers talk.
What?
Who's
That's
speaking
true.
into the microphone, guys?
Oh, yeah. Thank you. I haven't hosted in a while.
You rusty.
Yeah, I'm rusty. So, my name is Emile from the Dead Show, Emile in the Morning at Night. And in chronological order to the... No, wait. No,
That's not how time works.
Yeah, that's not how time works.
According to age,
In
when we were birthed from the Scion.
yes, wait. In directional order? Okay. From left to right. On my next,
Give us the coordinates. Like,
Yeah.
what is the latitude and longitude of...
34.
right
Y,
next to me
69.
is are we still going with nubile?
No, we don't.
No.
No.
Ano, ano yun?
I went supple,
Okay.
Supple.
virile, environmental friendly.
Wait a minute. What virile? What is that?
On my right is the supple and virile Miguel Samson from
Oh man,
Too Much Gaming and the Noobs in the Cubes.
that's so bad. How's it, guys?
Are you taking how's it now too?
How's
I
it?
guess so. I mean, he just did the how's it.
Yeah. And to the right of this supple and virile man is the hustliest, the bustliest, and the muscliest Raffy from the Geek and Gladiators and the GG Network.
Just all the G's. Pop, what's up, boys?
Yeah, that's a lot of G's. I never
That's
thought
a lot
about
of
that.
Gs.
Yeah, I mean,
All
Geek
the
and
Gs.
Gladiators, GG, that's 4 whole G's.
We gotta put some more. Like, we gotta...
4 whole G.
2020 goals, more G's.
more G's. Get the paper.
And right in front of Mr. Raffy is the king of the Migoys, the Cybertronian dream. We've talked about that before, but
yeah.
he also loves Gundams.
Yes.
Migoy from the Too Much Gaming.
Ignite the bacon.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good one.
That's my thing.
I saw that picture. It's super great.
Oh yeah. I made a shop.
Was that you?
Was it you?
Yeah, the shop.
Yo, good job.
I thought it
That's
was some
really funny.
internet rando.
It could. Someone
mean-
might even like done that before.
I mean, I
Denotes
guess-
the quality of internet rando.
yeah.
I mean, really, we're all internet randos.
Yeah.
We ran those to someone out there.
Better watch out for
Apologies
that
for
sticker.
anyone who doesn't get the reference we're making.
Yeah. MTG jokes, am I right?
Right.
Ignite
So-
the beacon.
So, what have you boys been up to?
Oh, we should be asking you because you have.
Yeah, you were-
You have homework, dude.
I was out. I was busy doing some important work stuff, sadly. Oh.
We just all gotta get that G's.
Yeah, I know, right? All the G's. You
Yeah.
need to get the G's. So I was busy working and stuff, but I did manage to get some media consumption in.
Hey.
Nice.
Yeah, the number one thing I really want to talk about is Game of Thrones.
Ooh. Bam,
Okay.
bam, ba-da-dum, bam, ba-da-dum.
One episode
And-
left, folks.
Yes.
We're
So
getting close.
so who is
Yeah.
caught up? Is everyone
Me.
caught up?
We're all caught up.
Yeah.
All caught up. So
Episode 5
yes,
of the
where
last
we are
season.
now, we're on episode 5 of Game of Thrones, and tomorrow
It's the end game.
it's the end game. Tomorrow is the final episode.
Well,
Yeah.
by the time this comes out,
Yes.
it would have
By
already
the time
been
it
out.
comes out.
Yeah, they're all turned into dust tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's how that ends.
They get snapped. Yeah.
I am really, really upset. So for everyone who like cares about Game of Thrones,
Yeah.
not that you should.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's all up for
You're free to not, right? It's a
Yeah.
choice.
yeah. Skip ahead, maybe like 20 minutes.
Sure.
Yeah, let's say 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Skip ahead 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So, what did you guys think?
The whole season has been really underwhelming so far.
It's really weird.
It's weird and everything feels like very truncated and like they go to points, but they don't earn any of the beats.
Okay, so what's your favorite horrible moment that happens in this season of Game of Thrones? Like the thing that caught you so off guard that you were like, no, that can't be.
It's got to be the last episode, right?
The last episode?
The one with the
Dude, we turned on the spoiler warning.
Right,
It's fine.
okay,
It's fine.
okay,
The big board wipe episode.
the big board wipe episode.
You know, actually, for me, the big board wipe was fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because watching it, like, I was expecting the plot twist of like, oh, she is a mad queen. Like, because, like, if you think about it, she's been burning people left and right.
Yeah.
But people who deserved it though.
Not
right?
really.
What
In the books? She is a real torturer.
No, disregard the
But-
books.
Disregard
because
the books,
This is
disregard the
different
show,
now.
this-
All right,
different
so in the show, it's already like being hinted at from
Right.
season to season that she's not really doing what
She's not supposed to
really?
be the savior.
But
Yeah.
like, dude,
Okay.
she fucking killed Sam's family.
yeah, that
They didn't
was
deserve
very
that.
unwarranted.
and she just
Okay.
oops.
Yeah.
She just
No, she's trying to show her iron fist, right? Where she doesn't take any excuses.
Okay. But like I felt like going like burning everyone in Westeros, like women, children, even though they've surrendered. I felt like that was a little too
No,
far.
exactly.
I love that it happened because it's fucking sick and fucking like it does so much
It
to the
looked
character.
great.
But like I don't feel like it's yes, it did.
It looked great.
It did look great.
There's some sick shots of like
Yeah,
some
dude.
like it's just like a dragon like
Yeah.
making lines around the city, making its way to the
Yeah.
Red Keep.
And then
Ravnica at
Cersei
war.
like going, no, it's not gonna fall.
Yeah,
Everything's
yeah,
on
yeah.
fire.
And what do you call it? That part was fine to me, except for the part where they didn't. She didn't really have a trigger.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
just-
my
she
big
just
thing.
kept going, right?
And
That's my big thing.
It's like she had her AirPods in and she just couldn't hear the bells. You know what I mean? That's what it felt like.
Yeah, and then like they never show like her like yeah the trigger was she heard the bells or was looking at the bells, and then there wasn't.
Why is that the trigger?
Why is that the trigger?
Why is that the trigger of the bells? And then she just makes an angry face. Then the camera
it.
never goes to her again.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the lack of focus on that part.
Exactly. What the hell?
I don't think like the bells part because she was aware that was Tyrion's plea, right?
Yeah.
Once you hear the bells, stop.
And Tyrion said it like 5 times.
Right,
Yeah.
and she heard it, and she's probably like, "Fuck that! I'm gonna burn everyone."
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then, like the lack of refocusing on her again as she's board wiping the entire city of Ravnica is like it pulls away from the moment,
Yeah, it does.
and it kind of feels a bit disingenuous.
Yeah, it really does.
Like she just snaps like out of without reason.
She's
And-
really butthurt that her best friend is dead.
Yeah, that-
sure, but that
guys.
happened an
Isn't it-
episode ago.
But
Yeah.
she's
Isn't that the
really
reason why?
butthurt.
Yeah, and the people that she was going after wasn't the people that did that.
Right.
and
Like,
I guess
in her
she's
mind, it
and I
doesn't
guess she's
matter.
also butthurt that her nephew won't have sex with her.
That's a big
There's that
thing.
too.
Yeah.
That'll happen if that
That'll happen.
But to be fair, in her defense, she never seemed to care about the citizens of the what is that?
Ravnica.
King's
No,
Landing.
Ravnica?
King's
Yeah,
Landing,
Ravnica.
yeah.
No, just say
Like,
Ravnica.
from the beginning, she didn't care about those
yeah,
citizens.
yeah, yeah,
true.
She
absolutely.
was willing to burn them from the get-go.
Okay. Do you want to try to fix it? Like fix it by changing as little as possible.
Nope.
It's hard to fix, dude.
I think you
I
can
have
fix
something.
Okay, go.
'Cause I have
go,
something.
Go, go.
So she snaps, but she doesn't snap at the people. She goes ape shit
On
on the
everything.
Red Keep, and she goes like breathing fire on the Red Keep, like she doesn't want the Iron Throne, like trapping Cersei inside, like
Like a
going
personal
crazy,
vendetta?
yeah. And then like, what she doesn't know is Cersei like stalked all the wildfire in the Red Keep. It explodes, destroys the citizens. Now she's the Queen of Ashes because she went all out for revenge.
That would be cool.
That would be cool.
And that would give Cersei more to do than just sipping a glass of wine at the fucking window
Right.
the whole fucking episode.
and being like, no, it's fine.
It's fine.
This is fine.
Kyburn, it's fine. Come on.
Pero yun, like, it just, God.
That would be
I don't
sick.
know. Even fucking Grey Worm was like,
Dude, that was my disappointment for the season so far. It's like characters aren't being as smart as they're supposed to be.
Yeah.
ooh, tell me about
No,
it.
yeah.
Right?
Oh, dude, Daenerys forgot about the Iron Fleet.
Everyone forgot.
She forgot.
How could you forget?
No. Explicitly, the directors, fucking Dan and David,
Yes.
D&D.
Yes.
Right.
In those after credits, behind the scenes
Right.
interviews,
Yep.
they mention that Daenerys kind of forgot about the Iron Fleet, but they didn't forget about her. And I'm like, what? Are you guys fucking kidding? Yeah, she just forgot.
Straight up
Right.
forgot.
In the strategic meeting, they were
Yeah.
talking about how to get rid of the Iron Fleet, and
Yeah.
fucking Daenerys just flies near them.
Right.
What the fuck?
Jesus.
We're hiding an entire battalion of ships behind this tiny mountain.
Oh, what? Oops. Yeah, I know. It's
But they're
fucking-
stealth ships. They're
Yeah.
like, you can't see them. They're like camouflaged.
yeah,
and
you
shit.
can't see them, especially from Dragon Top.
The dragons are very nearsighted.
Yeah.
And then like the narrative dissonance between like the ships, the Scorpion ballista thing that destroys a dragon in like 3 shots, like super accurately.
Yep.
And then
Euron
in this-
is like fucking no scoping him like
dude,
Oh, dude,
motherfucker, Westeros Hawkeye.
Yeah,
am I
dude,
right?
fuck yeah.
Victor Creed over there.
God damn.
And then like in this last episode,
In the actual
like
siege.
Rhaegal like obliterates all of them.
Yeah.
like easily.
He didn't even
Super
get a single
easily.
shot
Not
in.
a single scratch. Like,
And if you noticed, while Daenerys was busy destroying all the scorpions in the city,
Yeah.
not one turned to at least try and fire at her.
Right,
Not
right.
one of them turned. All of them were just facing the same direction,
yeah.
and she just kind of blew them all up.
Yeah. Parang, what? This doesn't make sense in any way. Like even in wrestling terms, like that.
Yeah, it's
Right.
no kayfabe here.
No
Nothing. Like they're not selling.
I don't understand.
I mean, there are some people who argue that because of how large the weapon is,
It's
and
hard to turn.
It's hard to like do anything with it, like reload it, reset it.
Dude, but like Euron was like reloading the shit out of that
nobody
one.
tried to at least turn or show them attempting to.
Or
turn.
is Euron the only
One
Capable.
capable.
capable one of shooting these scorpions? But they
Probably.
built 100.
They're only loaded once?
Yeah.
Euron goes from scorpion to scorpion.
Boat to boat.
Oh, I also noticed that
Swimming.
the episode prior when they walk to the front gate and then the taunting happens and then Miss Andre or whatever her name is gets beheaded. They showed the scorpions on top of the walls, right?
Yeah, they
Right.
do.
The ammo is like 2 floors down,
Oh.
which is like that's a bit too far to
Yeah.
reload.
Oh,
With this brings up like a topic
yeah,
of like
speaking of military strategy.
Oh, yeah,
there's-
Like Raffy, you and me, we talked about this a while ago.
Yeah.
We were like, okay, the Battle of fucking Winterfell.
battle with air quotes.
yeah, the
like,
Battle of Winterfell. What's up front? What's up front when they decide to defend themselves against the hordes of undead?
cavalry, bro.
The cavalry. Who they
dumb.
fucking send
Yeah.
first without anyone supporting them. They
Yeah, yeah,
didn't
yeah.
like. Why?
What was the plan there? And what was after the cavalry? Siege weaponry.
After the cavalry
what was the plan?
were a bunch of trebuchets.
Yeah, what?
What was after that?
Unsullied.
Infantry.
Yeah.
The Unsullied.
And then after that.
After that, a barricade of sharp sticks.
But why wasn't that up front?
It's like the directors put out, or like someone on the team put out like a formation that they should set up for shooting, and then they read it backwards.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
what
it
it
is
feels
true.
like.
It looks that way.
It feels like that.
I thought you... No, the rose.
The road.
It's like, why is the entire setup backwards? Why not put the barricades up front
Yeah.
with the infantry? When they
Yeah.
break through the infantry, it, like while constantly shooting the fucking catapults, which
Yeah.
they only shot twice
Yeah.
through the
Yeah.
entire
And they
siege,
got
by the way.
overwhelmed by the wave of
Exactly,
zombies. 'cause they
and
put 'em
then
up
you
front.
use the cavalry to flank.
Yeah.
What
And
the fuck?
And what the hell was the plan? Even though if they put the cavalry up front, like no one followed them when they charged.
Right,
It was
because
like,
it was dark as
It's a
fuck.
suicide mission from the start.
yeah, but like if you charge, don't you all charge?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
like some people are like, oh, maybe the men of the north are idiots, or like maybe their tactics are dumb or something. But like the brightest minds in
Yeah.
the kingdom were gathered in this room to plan this.
Right.
Yeah.
Tyrion was fucking there. Jon
Varys
Snow,
was there.
if
Everyone
fucking
was there.
Jamie was there.
Yeah, what
supposed
the
to be a
fuck?
brilliant strategist.
Yeah.
I don't understand. And then like they did like the is this like when you're on an escalator with a friend
Yeah.
and you're trying to like prank them
Yeah.
and you go, oh, we go together, and you pull your foot back and you go sailing by. That's what they did to the cavalry.
Yeah.
It was great to get the shot of like the fires extinguishing one by one.
Yeah.
But it's idiotic why they didn't all charge
Yeah,
together.
it feels like they had an idea. Oh, what about we light their swords? They run into the dark. Then it all comes like
Yeah, yeah,
they all get
right.
put out one by one.
Yeah, yeah.
And then Jorah comes back.
Yeah, and what bugged me about the Jorah thing was when the lights all extinguished and
then
we
Jorah.
we were all like thinking, what happened?
Yeah.
What the fuck is it out there? And then like Jorah comes back and says nothing. Like
Yeah,
there's
he's
no
just-
strategy, no plan. It's like describe the thing that happened so we can readjust.
Exactly. And on the front line, it's all the heroes.
Yeah.
All the heroes
right,
were on
right.
the front line.
Right. This is some Dynasty Warrior shit.
Yeah, this is right.
This is like people throwing boats at
Wait,
each other.
wait. I don't remember. Is Davos on the front line?
No. I think
Was
I
he?
don't
he's
remember.
inside
He's
the
not.
keep.
He's not because I have a complaint about that too. Like he was on the battlements, but
Okay.
yes, but like this was something me and Donna discussed. In the battle for King's Landing, right? Davos is on the front lines with Jon Snow.
Yeah.
He's not a fucking frontline soldier.
He admits
He's a
he doesn't know how to
smuggler boy.
fight.
Yeah, he's the Onion Knight. He's fucking like he's a smuggler and
He
shit.
got by.
And before that, Tyrion even asks him for a favor, and he's like, "Yo, you're the best smuggler in all of Westeros, right? How about you do this for my weird motivations brother?"
Yeah.
And like I was expecting him to be waiting on the beach.
Yeah.
But he was on the front lines.
No.
Just so we could see him be badass with this boy
guess
band.
so.
Yeah.
Like Grey Worm, fucking Jon Snow,
Yeah.
fucking Davos.
The heroes will protect me.
Yeah, the heroes will protect me.
It
I
was-
don't get it, man. I don't get it.
And I guess one of the more like heartbreaking things is like when the big heel turn happens, you feel like these are the good guys, right? You're rooting for these guys.
Exactly.
Like, you should be all in Daenerys side and Grey Worm side and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
When they cross the line, you feel like they're going to a place you can't follow. And that's where the heartbreak was for me. I liked it, but like I didn't feel like they earned it.
Which line?
Like when they started
Who are you talking about?
sorry. This was when the people surrendered, and then like
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going back to that
Because
but
there's
a little
another
bit.
heel turn that I hate, which is Jamie.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah. No. You talk about your thing first, and I'll talk about my thing.
So that the people surrender, but we've covered this earlier though. The
And
people,
Grey Worm just goes like, "Blah."
yeah. See,
And out of all the people, if it was some rando,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
But it's fucking Grey Worm.
Yeah, he's
and I know
supposed
he's upset about his girlfriend, but
yeah.
He's really upset,
yeah,
you
he's
guys.
really upset. Okay, maybe that's not.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he is
maybe,
upset.
huh?
But they build up the Unsullied as the most disciplined warriors.
That's
They cut off their
true.
testicles and they're like they're not rapey. They don't pillage. They don't give in to bloodlust and
Yeah,
stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
but Grey Worm has a girlfriend.
Yeah, he has feelings now.
So he has
Yeah.
feelings
So-
now.
Oh, I didn't want this like Jedi bullshit going on.
Yeah.
I knew the
Is
Jedi
Grey
would
Worm
fuck
the
this up.
Anakin of
Yeah.
Game of
No,
Thrones?
it's worse. It's Kingdom Hearts.
Oh. But yeah, my main heel turn complaint was
Yeah,
fucking
go.
Jamie.
Yeah.
Because through seasons, we've been seeing his character arc develop and develop and
Right.
develop and develop. And slowly, he's like, become a good guy.
Right.
Become a guy who has stuff to protect besides his sister.
Right.
Right?
Right.
And then, like, I felt weird about the Brienne scene because,
Yeah.
like, they built this friendship, right?
Right.
And they mutually respected each other. And over a drinking game, they bring up sex.
Yeah. Weird.
And then it happens.
yeah.
And then I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. Sure, have the sex. And then the next day,
Yeah.
Sansa receives news that one of the dragons fell, which causes Jamie to have the biggest heel turn and leave fucking Winterfell,
Yeah.
which motivation-wise does not even make sense because at first everyone was speculating like, Jamie wants to help the front line because a dragon went down. He wants to
Bolster.
go for the front line, but he
Right.
doesn't want to hurt Brienne, so he gives like a bullshit reason of like protecting his sister or whatever. But apparently that's not.
No.
He really went
No.
to save his fucking sister.
Gotta get that Cersei.
So why does news of a dragon going down spur him to protect his sister when King's Landing was clearly winning in that memo?
I think he sort of predicted that Daenerys would snap and then go for the reckless rage.
You think?
Okay.
I
You
think
that
that's what he
it?
was expecting. Or at least he was gonna maybe imply that idea to Cersei
What a
and then
fucking
hopefully get her to
snap
back down
decision.
just a bit.
I still hate it. I still fucking hate it.
it's been really unsatisfying.
It's been really
Oh,
unsatisfying.
at least for Jamie, I can sort of see his reasoning because he admits to everyone that, like even to Brienne right now,
I'm
you might think
hateful
I'm a
too.
good person, like, but hey, the things you do for love, right?
Yeah. It's kind of.
I didn't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's the king.
That went nowhere.
He's a
Yeah.
good person.
Right.
Actually,
Nothing happened
me
from
and Donna discussed this too. While he was in chains,
Right.
and basically Tyrion was freeing him and shit.
Yep.
And Jamie was saying stuff like, "Oh,
I didn't care about the people that much.
you know Daenerys is gonna kill you for this, right?" And then fucking Tyrion says, "The life of a dwarf for the life of millions," or something like that. And then Jamie says, "I never cared for those people anyway." And I'm like, bitch, You fucking killed the Mad King
Right.
for the people.
Right.
Like, you killed him because you couldn't stand him
Right.
killing the people. And
Maybe
like,
it was Cersei who got him to do it.
understand.
I don't understand the motivations anymore.
They ruin him. Like they ruin characters. I feel like.
And like all
the
this
build-up.
writing feels like they just wanted to be different. It felt like they wanted to be contrarian.
yeah.
Like, oh, we'll do this to subvert the people's expectations.
For the sake of.
you.
For the sake of subversion. That's what it feels like.
Right.
I
Right?
guess so.
And you know, my biggest beef is when characters regress to their
Yeah.
earliest
To their
point,
earlier stage.
as if they didn't learn anything.
Yeah, it's fun. Do you have any complaints, Samson?
It's pretty much what you guys already said.
Now, what's your favorite disappointment?
What let you down?
Yeah,
The most.
I guess the bell scene, because that one was very like common sense that's your group's plan.
Yeah.
That
If
should
you
have been
ring
it.
the bell, the war is over.
Right.
But, yeah. If you're gonna think about like Danny's reasoning on still going on for the kill.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's because of her assistant's death, or
And I mean, I guess.
yeah, it's
And I guess Danny's thinking, like, oh, people want Jon Snow on the throne anyways.
yeah.
I have issues with that too.
Yeah.
It seems really petty.
It
it
does.
is.
It does.
No, like the scene where they were drinking after celebrating the win against the
Oh yeah.
how many years of waiting
Yeah.
for this epic fight that
Right.
ends in one episode with the zombies.
Yeah.
Which
I
also
mean,
kind of
it's,
sucks.
it's a song of fire and Game of Thrones.
Yeah, right.
No more
What
ice.
what is ice?
No, no more ice.
Right.
But
Yeah.
like her, the scene with the Starbucks cup, and like, oh my god, everyone loves Jon Snow, but not me.
Yeah.
What is this high school drama
Yeah,
bullshit?
it feels
Yeah, yeah,
really,
yeah.
really bad.
I don't know.
Feels
I don't know
really
about
bad.
that. What about here? What about the big one? You brought it up, Migoy. But how about Arya dunking on the Night King?
I mean, it was a cool move, but
Yeah.
like, didn't y'all have dragon glass everywhere?
I also had another problem with Arya. Not once in this season has she used her faceless man powers.
Well, it won't
Right.
work on ice zombies.
But like
Won't it?
no, but
No.
What about sneaking into King's Landing?
Well,
that
was
part.
supposed to be
There's that.
her plan. but-
Because during the battle for Winterfell, I forgave it because I was like, oh, those are
Right,
zombies.
zombies.
No, you can't solid snake past zombies. And while I was
did
thinking
though.
that, she solid snake past some zombies.
Yeah, that one scene.
And I'm like, what the fuck is this? Because a scene prior, Arya fucking takes out 10 of them with a spear.
Yeah.
And then she gets to the library with like 3 of them.
Library, my only weakness.
Yeah, it's like, and then she starts sneaking around like a motherfucker. And I'm like, what is this scene supposed to do?
Yeah.
It's like, I didn't understand it. And like, for 2 whole episodes, Arya has been used as a no-cut camera for running.
Right, run scared, little girl.
Run scared little girl who has trained under the most masterful assassins in the realm.
Yeah.
You'd think she'd grow past fear and death.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes.
She's supposed to be like a soulless husk.
She
of
spent
murder.
like how
Right.
many years as a blind person?
Yeah.
I had someone argue to me that, because like it's the scenarios are so grandiose that it overwhelms her to that point, and it brings out her human side.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, I would have, because if they built towards the idea that at the end of the day, Arya is just a scared girl, sure, but they didn't.
Right.
They even doubled down and said, no, she's an adult. Here's a sex scene,
Right. Right.
which was also weird.
I think
It
that
was
was
fine, I
more to
guess.
show that like I'm guessing that particular sex scene might have been requested by the actress herself.
No,
No?
the opposite. The opposite.
Oh,
She's
then that's
blindsided
extra
by that
weird.
too.
No.
Yeah.
When she read it in the script, she thought it was a joke.
Right.
She thought it was a
Now
joke.
it's
'cause they
getting
had,
so
like-
much worse.
Because usually on set they give like fake scripts to everyone
So that they don't
That's a
leak?
prank.
Yeah, so they don't leak.
Ugh.
And when they finally got to read the real scripts, she was like, that's funny, guys.
Yeah. And then
She
nope.
thought it was a fake
Oh,
script.
that's
No.
so bad.
It's happening, homie.
And then and she also reads the part about her killing the Night King,
Yeah.
and she's like, me?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
really?
Gee.
Shouldn't it be John?
It should be John. Like
Yeah, the man who did nothing during that fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the? Also,
and the one with the most connection to the Night King.
Yeah.
Like who's seen him operate, like who has the most to gain. Like even almost prophesized to kill the Night King.
Super prophesized.
Dude, there's so many like missed opportunities. Like I wanted fucking Bran to like warg into a dragon or something.
He became crows and did nothing.
yeah, he became crows.
That was
took a look for the camera.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that's it.
that was a weird scene for me. Like, do you remember the succession of scenes when that happens? Like Bran like goes like, "Oh, I must go up and people need me," and then like he wargs, and then they cut to the Night King flying up top. Is
Right.
that like that visual language kind of says something? Doesn't
I
it?
remember.
Like, we don't see the Night King the whole battle, and then when Bran wargs, they show the Night King right after. Like, did he change into the Night King? Is he the Night
No,
King? Like,
he's
what is
using
that?
himself as bait because when he does that, it's
Yeah.
like Voldemort's magic where he knows where I am.
Yeah.
When he mentions that part. So,
Alright,
but like,
alright.
you'd expect him to help out just a little bit.
Yeah,
somehow.
yeah. Like, I could see the future. I could tell you nothing about the battle, though. Like, I don't understand.
I remember one hilarious scene in that episode that really got me.
What?
It's it's Theon's sacrifice. It's such a dumb.
Oh, yeah.
It's like-
Kind of like
kind of a
No, no,
way.
Yeah,
no,
it's
no.
kinda cute, but
Hear me
like-
out. Hear me out.
Okay.
He could have just turtle it out, the whole thing,
Just
instead
lame
of
it out.
charging.
He charged
Yeah.
forward.
Charged.
Yeah, he did.
And then
He knew he
I
was
mean,
gonna die, though.
this dude has dragon glass,
and the
in his
fucking
spear.
chump gets sidestepped like a fucking
Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, out of all the things that I've learned from that move is that you just have to say someone, "You're a good man," and they will do
Yeah, and
anything
boom,
for
he's
you.
dead.
Mhm,
Yeah.
They'll do anything.
Yeah.
That's the
anything
death
for you.
flag
Oh,
right
oh,
there.
No, what I thought was
What?
going into the faceless man abilities.
Yeah.
I thought like at least the plan was Arya. If Arya's gonna kill the Night King, she'd just do the faceless man and pretend as Bran.
Become as
and Bran would hide behind the tree or whatever. it is.
Yeah.
and he's suddenly walking.
Then yeah.
No.
Then stab,
The
and
faces
then-
have to be dead people.
Yeah,
The faces have
Yeah.
The faces have to be dead people.
But she could have, like, say, taken the form of a dead zombo or something.
yeah, so many dead
Or
people.
anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you call it? Another thing Donna and I discussed was like at the end of like the latest episode, fucking Arya, right, like bumps into like the cleanest horse in Westeros.
Oh, God.
And like
the sign of hope.
yeah, and like me and Donna were just like, wouldn't it be great if the horse takes off its face and it's Jack and Hagar?
A horse has no name.
And like fucking the butt of the horse is another faceless man.
Oh man,
They're like in a horse
it's
costume.
just Sorrel.
Oh, my God.
Sorrel's face in the butt.
Dude, it's so good. It would have been
Not
so
today.
good. And like we look on Reddit, somebody's already done the Photoshop, and we're like,
shit.
oh man,
damn.
everyone thought it. Oh,
On the bit of Clegane and Arya reaching King's Landing,
Okay.
I actually thought since they left like a day earlier or something,
Yeah, they would
that
be
they would
there.
already be there.
yeah,
But no, they got there same as everyone else.
yeah.
Because I was expecting who's that Hand of the King for Cersei?
Hand of the King for
Qyburn.
Cersei, Qyburn.
Qyburn.
Yeah, creepy old man. I thought like, oh, Arya's gonna be that guy one
Yeah,
time.
that
She's
is-
Yeah,
gonna get the kill she
You
wanted.
can be the necromancer.
And nope, we got running through green screen, dirt thrown over her a
Yes,
lot.
and also we also got hot pie. What happened to hot pie?
Maybe they did.
Yeah, he's making
Yeah,
pies.
he's being fat somewhere.
Yeah, also, what do you call it? We also get the scene where Hound says, you know, out of like the years of revenge-fueled motivation of Arya, the Hound just says, "No, leave,"
Yeah.
and she's like, "Thanks."
Okay.
No. I
There's
feel
no
like,
lead up.
I feel like I like that.
Really?
Because he likens Arya to himself. Like
Yeah.
at this point,
No, he says, "Yeah, that's true."
and like since they do that after they see that the Red Keep is burning, everything's
Right.
burning.
That's
right?
true.
There's no need to kill Cersei anymore. The worst has happened. Like if you do this and go out and kill Cersei, that's a move only fueled by revenge, and that's something that you don't want to do.
And
Like that's what happened to me. Parang, do you want to be like me? Like
He also implemented
me,
that
I did
that
like that.
it's he made it because Arya was being stubborn, right? He implemented that it's petty and stupid.
Don't be
Right.
petty and
Wala na,
stupid
wala na.
like
Yeah,
me.
don't be petty and stupid because like you will actually die.
Right.
And then they have this 6 Soul Calibur fight with his brother.
Yeah, that's the best part of the episode. The
Clegane Bowl.
Gain bowl, brother.
Oh yeah.
People have been theorizing about this for years.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be the idiot in the room. Why Clegane Bowl is the name of this thing?
Like it's like the Super Bowl for
Yeah,
the
the Super
Cleganes.
Bowl.
Okay, why not
Sports,
Clegane
baby.
Mania?
Yeah, Sports Bowl.
Clegane Mania would have been cool. Clegane.
Sunday.
Clegane Mania.
Props to Gregor Clegane for taking on hits from a man who can literally kill someone by pushing them.
Yeah. Dude, fucking Qyburn eating it like that was
Yeah,
the only justified Game of Thrones style death that I
Yeah.
felt.
He hits it a bit harder than most characters.
Yeah, but like usually in
He's
Game of
a
Thrones,
it's a bit too immediate.
yeah, but like usually in Game of Thrones, you die because you did something stupid.
Right.
And like you
A
can
Reddit death.
you can already see that fucking Robert Strong over here. No, what's his name?
Thorvald
Bjornsson.
Yeah, Robert Strong. No, that's the name of the zombie knight.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I don't think they ever say it in the show, but that's
Alright.
what they call him in the books.
Alright.
Sir Robert Strong over here is already not taking orders, and he pushes him. And
Yeah,
then he
'cause-
pushes him.
Because he was getting hype,
Yeah,
right?
he was getting hyped
From
for
being the
Clegane
most understandable of Cersei's feelings.
Yeah.
Dude.
To like, no, this is my time to shine.
Yeah.
Who talked about this last time? Like that Zombie Mountain actually reads the room really good.
He does.
Donna did.
Yeah, Donna brought that up because like
Like his EQ is like through the roof.
yeah, because like fucking Euron is like, yo, let me have sex though. And like Cersei's like, nah, man, earn it. And then she walks to the room, Cersei stares back at him, Euron smiles, and like the mountain's like, I guess I'll let you through.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
like,
understood the social cues.
yeah, I'm feeling the sexual energy in the room.
Buti pa siya, puti.
Also, love, Donna, isn't Robert Strong supposed to be headless? I thought he was supposed to be headless.
That's kind of hard to do in real life.
Not for Sleepy Hollow.
Of Bran's visions. Okay. Yeah. Nothing, because like when they were removing the helmet, I thought there would be nothing there, and
That's
that's
see it through the helmet.
yeah, but like
I didn't think it would be green.
yeah,
I thought it would be blackened, like what you see through the helmet.
and like
Wasn't it blackened?
I kind of wanted a bigger reason for him not talking. I don't know.
Oh, because of it.
Yeah,
Head,
like
yeah.
it would be cool if he had no head. I don't know. But as far as inconsistencies are concerned, though, I have two major ones that I have beef with.
All right, beef him up.
Number one, when Jon Snow was 1v1ing a fucking dragon, the fucking zombie dragon, right?
Yeah.
He's running the whole time. He suddenly sees the zombie dragon, and the thing he does is jump behind a pile of rubble. Right? And he like braces himself against the rubble.
Right.
The dragon does a full-on breath, like blah, right?
yeah.
On the rubble. Rubble unmoved. This
Yeah.
is the same dragon breath that took down the wall.
Right.
It's the same dragon breath that took down the fucking like wall of Winterfell itself.
Right.
The giant hole there that all the zombies
Right.
got into, that was because of the dragon breath. And now this same dragon breath cannot make a dent on this rubble that Jon Snow is hiding behind.
And don't forget, like the ice wall is enchanted with magic.
Yeah.
Right.
This is normal rubble.
Right.
My weakness, normal walls.
Oh no. Jon Snow had the strongest armor.
Yeah.
Plot
Plot armor, yeah.
Padam.
Speaking of plot armor,
Yeah.
let's talk about the opposite, anti-plot armor,
Okay.
which is fucking Jorah Mormont over here.
Jorah.
He gets stabbed in the chest with a dagger.
Yeah.
Jorah is wearing plate armor.
Yeah, that shouldn't work.
Jorah is wearing plate armor, and in the early seasons, they make it a point to plate armor with Jorah is a thing. As in, he
Yeah.
does this. That's why he's always wearing it. It's his jam.
Yeah.
And
Can't get stabbed,
yeah,
bro.
and when he faces a Dothraki like fighter,
Yeah.
they make a big point out of it.
Yeah, yeah.
The Dothraki try to stab him. It bounces off the plate,
Yeah.
and he clocks him one.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
he's like, "Yeah, it's plate armor." Dude, he's supposed to be
Right.
the fucking Iron Man of
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's like high technology.
He's
You
he's
can't
the
get through
most
me.
knight out of all of them.
Yeah, and he never takes off this fucking plate armor. It's his jam. He stumbles once and gets stabbed in the chest with a like shitty dagger
Yeah.
through the plate. And I'm just like,
Zombie super strength,
yeah,
I guess.
It's like, what the fuck?
guess.
Yeah, what?
I don't know.
So upset.
It's a little
I'm
frustrating.
so upset.
Like he turns into Batman Begins Batman.
No, he lost the plot armor because his death flag was triggered.
Yeah, his
Yeah.
death flag triggered.
And what about the who's the guy with the flaming sword? In the
Barrack.
They've all had
Barrack.
flaming swords.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, they all got flaming swords.
He fucking Barrack. He fucking wedges himself.
Yeah.
Like, he Spider-Man.
He's Spider-Man's moment.
He
Yeah.
Christ's.
and he's still alive.
Yeah, he
Like,
Christ airs.
he
That man
Christ
is a
airs?
tank.
Yeah. That's a trick. Christ air.
Yeah, no hander landers it
Yeah.
on the fucking wall. And he gets stabbed a
Like
lot of
7
times.
times or something.
Yeah, you'd
Still
expect
there.
him to die like
Yeah.
2 or 3 scenes early, and then he shows up again like, oh,
no, I'm
I
fine.
guess he's still around.
But I guess he's the resurrection knight.
Yeah,
you know,
I mean,
he's come back from death like Jon
He'll
Snow.
only die once his purpose has been served. Right?
Yeah.
Like Sekiro. I see.
Yeah.
He died twice.
Barrack died twice.
Oh, sorry, Sekiro spoilers.
Speaking of inconsequential stabbings, like
Okay.
Euron versus Jamie, like,
Oh.
hey, I stabbed you twice with a knife. Nope, still alive,
I was still
bro.
going.
Yeah, and Euron like just swimming back to shore after his boat explodes in the middle of the sea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I hated about that was that that whole fight was inconsequential. Like
They didn't have to do it.
Jamie did it. Jamie fighting Euron did not affect anything from Jamie's death.
Yeah, it's like the writers just wanted like, oh, we need to have a face-off between these two main characters.
Euron's gotta tell him that you fucked his sister.
And like I did, like the other part I was disappointed about because I did some extra research because I've been hearing noise about how people are disappointed in Euron. I did extra research about Euron. He's supposed to be so much better. In the books, he's
Okay.
like this mythical badass. He's not just this loudmouth who's braggy, but the whole point of Euron is he brags a lot. But people start to figure out that, oh, he's bragging because he is the shit.
It's real.
It's real. Because one of the things he's bragging about all the time, right, is that he's been everywhere in Westeros, but they
Yeah.
never like make a point of it. But one of the main parts in the books, apparently, is that he's been to no, yeah. He's been to where are the fucking where are the dragon people from? Valeria. He's been to Valeria.
Tarkir.
Yeah. Tarkir. Yeah, he's been to Tarkir.
Yeah.
And the thing, like, he tells that to everyone, right? But the thing that happens in the books, apparently, is he shows up to King's Landing in a set of Valyrian steel armor.
Holy shit.
Which is not a thing. No one has that.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's hard enough to get those for swords.
Yeah.
Right.
The horn?
Yeah, I think so. Dude,
Dragon control.
the man has a ton of magic artifacts that he's not talking about because he's been to the
Whoa.
Lost Lands.
Whoa.
And it's like he's
What a
supposed to be
hero.
this huge badass, and the books make him out to be someone who doesn't give a fuck. Yeah, he's someone.
Sure.
Yeah, I know.
Sure.
God damn it, man.
He's also got a lightsaber.
And like now he's just this like super asshole.
he still does everything.
Dude, he's just Kano from Mortal Kombat.
He's just Kano. Yes, he even looks like
He looks,
Kano.
that fight on the beach was
yep.
Mortal Kombat.
But like the whole part about Valerian steel armor was just so cool to me. I'm just so sad it didn't make it into the show.
Yeah.
Because like that reveal of like, oh, he's been bragging forever. Then he shows up to the battle with a full set of Valerian steel armor, and it was like, oh
Like
shit, he
living
wasn't
proof.
lying. He wasn't fucking lying.
He's level 99.
Level 99
He's got an
boss.
aura.
Yeah, he has wings, cosmetic wings.
God.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to the train wreck that will probably be tomorrow.
I don't know how they'll end it satisfyingly in an episode. Like
It doesn't feel like it's gonna happen.
How
Yeah,
many minutes is it? Like, what's
An
the
hour
list time?
20?
an hour 30.
Not
hour
gonna,
30.
yeah,
I want
an hour and a half.
I want them to use 15 minutes for a "Where are they now" segment.
Yeah.
It's like
No.
it cuts
the
the hot
worst.
pie. He's still making pies. Yes, Donna.
As we go.
I wanted to remember the name of the character because I was doubting myself, but apparently the show you run is it's a combination of two separate characters.
Okay.
There's another Greyjoy brother, which is Victarion. And basically what they did for the show is they gave him Euron's name,
Yeah.
but Victarion's personality.
Oh, so it's not really Euron.
So it's not really Euron. That's dumb.
Okay.
They
That's
fused
dumb.
Characters.
two different characters.
That's like, oh, what is the exact combination that will disappoint the most people? What the fuck?
Oh, they have a dartboard of characters.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah,
fuse
yeah.
two of them.
Yeah.
What's the I want to bring up the biggest sin
Oh, what is that?
ever this season.
Okay.
The most unfair, unjust treatment of a character.
Hot
Okay.
pie.
Fucking Ghost never got pet.
Oh, dude, yeah.
What the fuck, man? He got his,
His
ear
ear
got
got
beaten
cut off,
off.
yeah.
And, like Not even a pet from Jon Snow. What a
Right.
callous
Not
monster.
even a proper goodbye.
What the hell?
Like,
What's wrong with John?
I put that off as a budget thing.
Yeah.
Because like they can't show the full size direwolf beside John and actually physically interacting.
Yeah.
Because they've shown them beside, but never physically interacting.
Then they
right?
cut to a full 20 minutes of dragon roasting
Right.
fucking King's Landing.
And then like as John walks away, he doesn't even wave at
Yeah.
Ghost or anything.
What the hell?
And then Ghost shows up
Scene
beside
zoned.
other characters and like you could have done it.
Yeah.
Okay,
just
okay.
do it.
Right?
Just do it.
Now
Not even
I,
a hug.
Now I
Just a
want the
little pat.
fucking Game of Thrones spin-off. The Adventures of Ghost,
Ghost
and
and
Torment.
Oh,
I want that. That sounds like a
The
good
Odyssey
time.
to this Iliad.
Yeah, dude. The Odyssey to this
It's
Iliad.
one big dumb adventure.
Oh, man.
Ah,
Say something, Ghost. No, nothing. Nothing.
Oh, man.
Right.
Yeah, I think those are my feelings on Game of Thrones. Anyone still want to rant?
The word for me is it's not bad. It's not it's the word is disappointing.
Yes, it is
Yeah.
disappointing because we waited an extra 2 years.
Right, and like the tease of it's gonna have a longer run time. Most of those have been for the battles, and it's the type of extension that kind of overstays its welcome.
Yeah.
Like I didn't need more minutes of Arya running towards the camera, surprisingly slow.
Yeah.
Or like 40 minutes of dragons barbecuing like the city, the city
same,
of
yeah.
Westeros. Like
Sick though,
he
it's
was-
sick though.
It was fucking sick, but fucking you get too much barbecue in your system. You're like, nah, son, I'm good.
And like I like the touch they put of like the wildfire exploding,
Oh, yeah.
adding
That's-
insult to injury.
yeah, right. Because they're just stored there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, I'm just disappointed that this is a really bad-ridden season.
Like-
It felt really rushed.
You can see it.
The
Yeah.
most
That's
the most
thing.
disappointing part to me was everyone was hyped about the walkers. Everyone
Oh,
was
yeah.
hyped about because we thought that the whole message was, oh, you get caught up in the Game of Thrones, you die. Because there's a greater threat out there that we
Right.
must unite to
Yeah.
fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And like I thought that was gonna be the whole thing of like, oh, okay, so Cersei abandons them. And then Winterfell gets fucked.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, something like that. Like
Yeah.
because this isn't a Game of Thrones. That's the first book.
Right.
This is a Song of Fire and Ice. It should be about the fire and ice.
Yeah.
Not the fire and the throne.
Yeah.
Right.
Eh.
That's what most people don't know
And
about.
like the ramping down from destroying this like extinction level threat
Yeah.
into just let's fight about the chair again.
Yeah,
And, like,
fight about the chair. The chair's the important part.
It-
like
it's underwhelming.
Like I feel like the writers brainwashed themselves by titling it Game of Thrones and not a Song of Ice and Fire.
Yeah.
Because it's
Right.
like they were so focused on the throne that they forgot the overall thing of the book that's like, oh yo, magic is a thing. Magic's a thing.
there's-
More important stuff out there than this bunch of swords you can sit on.
yeah.
Yeah. I just want this thing to end.
Right.
Relative.
Well, when I say that I want the show to end well, people assume I'm saying I want a happy ending. Like no,
I don't think
No,
we're
no
gonna
one.
get
This is not going to be a happy ending.
You want
satisfying me,
loose ends to be
satisfying me.
like
right?
Yeah,
I just want it to be
you want
satisfying.
closure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My thing is, I think it'll be or I hope, because the best thing that they could do after this is like hope. I mean, do like a time skip. Like it fast forwards into like 5 years later or whatever, and then
But that's the
Daenerys
easiest
is the queen, and then so that like you get beyond the feeling of being rushed. Like you have time for events to set in. Like there's a rebellion by Sansa or whatever. it
You know
is.
what I want?
Yeah.
You know what I want? I want like as the final like as the episode starts and like the city is burning and everything like that, suddenly the camera zooms out and like zooms out and zooms out and zooms out and then zooms out of Bran's eyes. And he's like, I've seen 14 million futures.
Oh my god,
Don't you Twilight this one? Don't you fucking Twilight this one?
Mr. Stark, Mr. Stark.
Yeah, dude. And they're still in the middle of the Battle of Winterfell.
Or
I
Depending on
I
how
thought-
things roll out, that might be a better ending.
That
or
might be
maybe
a better
it,
ending.
it zooms out of Bran's eyes, but it's young Bran.
It's
From
young
episode
Bran.
1.
Yeah, from episode 1.
After he
just
fell off the
fall.
window.
And Hodor can
Oh,
talk.
whoa.
No, God.
be sick.
Okay.
Oh.
I felt like you were gonna say it's the MIB, like it's the planet is the
Orion's belt.
marbles.
Oh, no.
Bran gets flashy thing.
Yeah. Game of Thrones.
I can't wait for tomorrow.
Let's
that
see.
went on a bit longer than
yeah.
20 minutes.
I should go back and edit in my voice to say 1 hour.
40 minutes.
40 minutes.
40 minutes.
Yeah.
Tune in again after 1 hour.
Later.
Yeah. All right.
You guys want to take a quick break before we go through our weeks?
Oh, sure. And then everyone
we're back.
agreed.
Amazing. We'll be back after a few messages.
What was the long pause?
What do we do?
That's how the mountain responds to Cersei.
Yeah. Oh, it's the mountain responding to it.
Aye.
Well, I can do that.
Let's do.
You guys want some water?
No, how the mountain responds to Cersei. Heavy bubbles.
Everybody.
Water that makes you sweat.
Heavy bubbles.
It's my first time seeing that commercial.
Yeah?
Dude,
Heavy
it's
bubbles?
fucking great.
What if I want to buy other things?
Don't buy other stuff.
things.
Buy heavy bubbles.
Fucking walks through the glass.
Yeah, dude.
People always ask, why are you so big, Thor?
Heavy bubbles. I like the way he says it.
Heavy bulb.
I drink
Heavy bubbles.
Heavy bubbles.
heavy bubbles.
But what if I can't carry? Then you can't drink. turns into a skeleton.
Have you seen the vodka commercial?
No.
Everybody loves it. Then it cuts to him squeezing a dude's face. What did you say about my vodka?
I love how he's leaning into it. It's great.
Dude, he
It's
has
fucking
so
great.
many commercials.
Is that still him?
Yeah.
That's really
That-
just him.
is that-
That's still him.
Yung final, yung Clegane Bowl, it's him.
It's him.
It's
It's
him.
him.
Okay,
It just
yeah.
looks
Good.
like Varys,
Like,
but it's him.
like on other seasons, it's a different person yata eh. Pero
Yeah,
got-
they recasted him.
When
Thor
he
in
did
this
the
season.
squeezing phase, that was him.
yeah,
Yeah.
the squeezy times.
But then for some of the helmeted scenes, probably someone else.
I can imagine. So, welcome back to Good Trades, episode 34.
Sponsored by Evie Bob.
Every bubble.
Yeah. Tune in here. Like, if you've made it here, you're past the spoilers.
Hey.
Hey,
Game
maybe
of
maybe put a
Thrones.
timestamp in the description as
Yeah.
well.
Ah,
It's
shit.
probably at 50.
Yeah, it's probably at 50. 50, yeah.
I'll cut
there
9
you
minutes
go.
from that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you call it? Usually what we would do at the start of an episode would be to check up on each other's weeks. And
Right.
check out what everyone has been up to. So, what have you been up to?
Oh,
boys?
you were absent.
Yes, I was
So-
absent. Okay, I guess I'll start then.
Sure.
So, during the weekend I was absent, I actually went. No. The
other weekend.
The other week I was absent. I went to Baguio.
Oh, right.
With Raffy.
Hey, that's me.
Yeah, we went to Baguio.
It was fun. I was gonna talk about it.
I drove
guess-
for like how much? 6 hours.
This man is an American hero.
Both
Like,
both ways. Going
both
and
ways.
back? No,
So that's
Jesus
like a total
Christ,
of like 12,
yeah.
14 hours.
yeah. And when we got there, he even like cooked for everyone. Like cooked breakfast for everyone. It was like, what fucking superhero over here? Like, look at this hero boy.
Oh, I love you too, Raffy.
No, but
How were them eggs though?
pretty good. They were fluffy. Yeah. So the road trip. I rode with Emile, Donna, and
Rob.
Peter and Rob.
Peter and Rob are
and,
friends.
And
Uh-huh.
immediately we set out to make like the most stereotypical like,
we
like, road
wanted
trip
an
ever.
on-theme road trip.
So
Oh my
we started
God.
singing like 99 bottles of beer. Oh my god. bottles of beer. And then
Did you go with the 500 miles?
No, and
what the hell?
And then fucking Peter started saying, "And Raffy, are we there yet? Are we there yet?"
Oh my
And I'm
god.
like, "Oh, you motherfuckers!"
and then
What is this movie?
we're barely through Edsa yet, and we go, "Hey Rob, I spy with my little."
It's like I was like about to go insane, and then I'm not sure. I think it was Rob who suggested it, but it was Donna who executed on it.
Dude.
They brought up the UV Express Spotify playlist with
yeah.
all of
Jesus
your favorite
Christ.
taxi and bus jams.
Oh my
It's
god.
the best. It's
Yeah.
the best. Got some Bon Jovi in there.
Oh, yeah.
Like, fucking Michael Learns to Rock.
Some Air
He was
Supply.
fucking learning still, but he was making good music.
That's
Yeah,
good. That's
dude.
good.
And then at one point, he was learning. Imagine if
Yeah.
he fully learned.
Yeah, imagine like years from now when
When he finally learns to rock.
Michael just rocks.
Michael Masters Rock.
Michael rocks. Michael rocks.
Let me just put that
Or
down.
like Michael finally rocks. That's a good name.
I can't wait for the side project. Michael learns to jazz.
Oh no, I can't.
Jets. When Michael makes the scene.
Wait, at this point, it's like Michael retires, right?
Oh, don't say that.
Yeah, I know.
We love you, Michael.
We love you, Michael. Keep on learning.
Yeah.
Listen to your mother.
You were saying, Raffy?
My other favorite part, well, our big favorite part was when like there's this one Bon Jovi track that was playing, and then we were all like getting in the mood for it, but Emile was loving it, but we were all like very silent. Emile was jamming to this Bon Jovi track.
What song is it?
I
And
think
then,
it was Bad Medicine.
It was Bad Medicine,
Yeah.
and everyone,
Guitar freaks. Yeah.
and then just out of the silence and vibing, Emile just goes, "Lolong sarap." And then that became like a catchphrase the whole trip.
It's like
every time my silence, we just go, "Lolong sarap."
and like fucking like you guys wouldn't stop with that. And like as soon as the words left my mouth, I regretted it. I was like, oh shit, wait.
Every time they'd be silence.
For those listeners who don't understand Tagalog, what does lalang sarap mean, Raffy?
Nothing. It's just good.
It's not as good in English,
Yeah.
guys, but yeah.
Delicious.
Yeah. It's just good. Anyway, what else happened?
A whole bunch of stuff happened because, like, on our way up, it was very eventful. No, actually, not eventful until we started making it up the mountain.
We ran out of bottles at some point.
Yeah.
You actually went through the 99.
So-
No.
No.
The agreement was we would only sing one part. Like, we just take
Yeah.
down one bottle.
Yeah.
From-
Whenever there'd be a lull.
Yeah, whenever there'd be a lull in conversation,
That sounds like a good system.
we would take down a bottle from the wall and
Yeah.
and keep track.
Yeah.
And the next time there's a lull, another bottle comes
Yeah,
down.
yeah.
We only made it to 82.
I heard. Oh, yeah, 82. I
82,
remember
83?
86.
86?
86
really?
bottles
Yeah,
of beer.
yeah,
What?
something like it.
Because we were dreading 87 because that was hard to sing.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah,
just
yeah.
knocked that out.
Yeah.
See? Fun.
Too many syllables.
Yeah, too many syllables.
Yeah. So what happened when we finally we
So-
started the climb?
Yeah, so we started the climb to the mountain, and we were climbing to Baguio in two cars. So that was my car and Charlie's car, who went ahead. And apparently, around the time we started making the climb of the mountain, Charlie and his crew fell in a ditch somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently, Waze took them down a place that was way too steep.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And on their way out, trying to leave this too steep place, they fell into like one of their wheels fell into a hole,
Yeah.
and they couldn't get out.
Yeah, because
And they were and they were like 10 minutes away from the house we were staying at.
Yeah.
And they ended up getting stuck there for like 3 hours, allowing us to catch up.
Yeah. So we beat the race. We
Yeah,
crossed
yeah.
the finish line first and went back for him.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
And then Raffy just shouts at Charlie, "Had me." Almost had me.
Doesn't matter if you win by an inch or a mile.
If you ain't first, you're last.
Swim.
But yeah, that actually led to another problem because
Yeah.
when they fell into the ditch, they warned us. They
Right.
were like, "Yo, do not befall this fate."
Yeah.
It's like they were like, "No,
Dark
no."
Souls,
It's like, "No. Try to take another route." Blah blah blah. Do everything in your power to avoid this hole. And so me and Rob being the Baguio native,
Right.
was like, "Oh, yo, Rob, can you help me out?" And he looks at my Waze map and he clicks another route.
Uh-oh.
And then I'm like,
Ah,
okay,
right.
ready to go. Like, fucking, let's go, Baguio. And then we start driving off, and then me and Rob just start noticing, like, no one's on this road, man.
Yup.
No one's on
dear.
this fucking road. Is that a boulder in the road?
The boulder.
that looks like it just fell from a landslide.
Oof.
You're like, is that a boulder? We have to drive around this boulder, man. And then eventually we started seeing, like, dug out tunnels for the road, and they
Yeah.
don't look paved. Like, I could see the rock cave wall that was dug out of it,
Christ.
and it's like,
We could have died.
yeah,
We
you're like,
could have beefed
what
it
is
right there.
this, man? And then we checked the route. Apparently, we looped around the back of Baguio,
Yeah.
up the
La
old
Union.
road
Yeah.
in La Union.
Jesus.
We took the back way to Baguio,
Yeah,
basically.
yeah, we took the back way to Baguio where no one does it, and
Yeah.
like, it added siguro around another 30 minutes to an
Yeah.
hour.
Not bad. Not
Yeah,
bad.
Yeah,
not
that doesn't
bad.
sound too bad.
Not bad. But like the whole time we were just like terrified.
The road was arduous.
Yeah,
like,
it was.
But Rob was like, yeah, this is my domain.
No, he was like, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, he was so apologetic.
Yeah, the
like,
whole time he was like, I'm so sorry. We
Right.
had to pass through
yeah.
like the projects or something.
He
Like,
kept beating himself up. Like,
Yeah.
you know how Rob does. Like,
Yeah.
he's like me, basically. He makes a mistake. He's like, fuck it, punching himself in the mouth. But yeah, he kept apologizing the whole time. Like, oh, we got delayed. Kasi ako eh.
Oh,
Oh. But yeah, Baguio was super fun.
Yeah.
We made it up there. We cooked some food,
Cold?
hung
It's
out
cold?
with some cool people, and yeah, that's it for me. What about you, Raffy?
Yeah. Yeah, sure. I guess I'll take this part of it and add it into my bit, I
Go
guess.
for it.
Because we got like the shared experience. My one big like it was fun. Like the whole trip was fun. But one of the most memorable things was when we were when we were trying to sleep like the first night there.
Oh yeah.
We were fucking losing it. I was sharing. We were at the top with.
We were in the attic. We were
at
sleeping in the attic.
with Rob. Same car group.
Yeah, same
actually.
car group, same
We're
car
at the top. And then you know how no one knows what Baptiste sound like.
Yeah, Baptiste from Overwatch,
Yeah,
everyone.
you know how
Okay.
no one cares about Baptiste.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Nobody
and
cares.
to the point that we don't know what he sounds like what his voice lines are.
I've heard him, but none of them stuck.
Yeah, we've
Right,
never
right,
heard
right.
him. We've never heard him.
So
we don't know his personality. We don't know what he's about.
I just
wait,
know what he
wait.
does.
Why does Baptiste come into the?
yeah, because
We were just
I don't
talking
know
about
how
him.
I don't know how
Like-
it started. Like
I think we were talking about dead games or
Dead
something.
Games.
Oh, dear.
Yeah,
Okay,
and
wow.
we were kind of like retiring for the night. Everyone's kind of
Like,
loopy
yeah.
from the sleep.
And like we were like, yeah, we haven't played Overwatch in a while.
Yeah,
huh?
yeah.
Literally
like-
like 2 years.
Baptiste, am I right?
Yeah, Baptiste, am I right?
Yeah. So then, does anyone know what he sounds like? And then just someone go. I forget. It was me,
Yeah,
Peter,
it was
or
you. It
someone.
was you. It was
Okay.
you. It was you.
Cheers, love. The cavalry's here. It's me, Baptiste.
Yeah, and like
and we just-
everyone starts losing it.
'Cause-
It's like everyone just starts improving
Yeah,
lines
yeah.
for Baptiste.
So we made this character irrelevant Baptiste, like where he's trying different voice lines, more recognizable voice lines
Yeah.
from the different characters. Nerf, this is me, Baptiste.
It's me, Baptiste.
It's high noon. It's me, Baptiste.
It's high noon in it. It's me.
Hammer down. It's me, Baptiste.
Yeah. Basically.
That's how he got into Overwatch.
Yeah, it's like heroes never die. It's,
It's
me,
me,
Baptiste.
Why does Baptiste sound like Matt Smith?
I don't know. We don't know his accent.
Yeah, we don't know his accent, so we just stuck
catchphrases.
with that. And then eventually it kept going and going and going.
It spiraled into other games. Like, what is a man? It's me, Baptiste.
He sent his resume to every game.
Yeah, he sent his resume to everything. And
He's just ripping off different lines.
yeah, and like he's doing ads for other games. It's like Apex Legends. It's great. It's me, Baptiste. Please come back to Overwatch.
My favorite one was, whoa,
Whoa!
it's me, Baptiste. Tsaka yung what is a
Well,
man? What is a
fucking
man?
line.
Well, Activision does own Crash, so
Yeah, and I mean,
I'll
like,
take it.
we started going like, Pika P, it's me, Baptiste, Detective Pikachu in theaters now. Please come back to Overwatch.
It's still an ad.
I'm relevant.
I'm a new character.
It's
Oh,
me,
man.
Baptiste.
Gotta go fast. It's me, Baptiste.
And we just lost it the entire night.
We're irrelevant.
Yeah.
oh man, Baptiste's theme should be Gangster's Paradise.
Oh God,
dude.
no.
Where's Baptiste even from? I don't even know.
I don't know.
I don't know either, dude.
You know what the clear sign is? Like, we know what, at least what Ash sounds like, and what like a catchphrase from Ash. Like,
Yeah.
do something, Bob.
And
right?
Ash had, Ash had that animated thing.
That's
Yeah.
the main difference.
Right,
They
Baptiste had
introduced
nothing.
Ash with- yeah, Baptiste is nothing.
Nothing.
He's a jobber,
Just a
basically.
bishop.
Yeah, he is. A
Well,
bishop.
what I do remember is like I imagined Baptiste to have like a harder accent.
Yeah.
So when I saw gameplay of him in open
Hey,
beta,
Bombay,
like
it's me, Baptiste.
no, it's not as hard as you think, but it's an accent I can't place. That's why it doesn't stick.
Isn't
Yeah.
he like Caribbean or something?
Yeah, no one knows,
Or
man.
Dominican Republic.
Because I know it's not as hard of an accent as yung stereotype of from wherever
And it
he's
doesn't
from.
help that he looks like an Apex legend.
He does.
Yeah, he does look
Really
like
looks like an
Bangalore.
Apex
Really
legend.
does.
If he could slide,
Yeah, dude.
that'd be him.
It's me,
Whatever it
Rocky.
takes.
Shock, it's me, Baptiste.
Time to drop shock and rock. It's me, Baptiste.
If we ever go back to Overwatch and play competitive, we should jump to team chat,
Yeah.
and whoever plays Baptiste.
Hello, it's me,
Hello.
Baptiste.
I need healing. Oh, it's me, Baptiste.
Oh man, heroes never die. It's me, Baptiste.
Welcome to my reality. It's,
It's me, Baptiste. Dude,
Oh,
Play the game
man.
again. Play with me.
I'm relevant.
I'm relevant. I'm Baptiste.
Play
It's
me,
my
Lord.
my favorite shop in the Citadel.
play me, Lord. It's me, Baptiste.
Oh god.
Irrelevant Baptiste is the best.
He's the
Yeah,
best.
yeah.
Like, whatever it takes.
Oh,
Avengers
man.
Infinity War. Baptiste.
Baptiste has wares if you have coin. It's me, Baptiste.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Who's Rodo? It's me, Baptiste.
Are you looking to protect yourself or do some damage? It's me, Baptiste.
Mozambique here.
It's me, Baptiste. It's
We broke
Oh.
Raffy again.
one day, Baptiste. One day. One day, people will care. Baptiste. You got him good. You got him good.
talking about, Baptiste? Soldiers like, what the fuck, man? What does that mean?
He's trying. He's trying.
No, Baptiste. Poor guy. What a horrible time to come out.
I feel bad.
I feel
you know,
bad for
not
him,
even
'cause
trying him
Because
out.
like I love Overwatch.
I did love
And he's an assault healer.
Yeah, and like I still love Overwatch, but like I don't know anything about Baptiste. Nothing.
I know what his base abilities do, but I've never tried the guy.
I have no idea. Like even that I have no clue. I don't know what gun he holds.
He has like a burst rifle
Really?
Yeah.
that shoots like threes. So.
Like a hemlock?
Exactly like
Hemlock here. It's me, Baptiste.
Level 3.
Level 3.
Calling in an airstrike. It's me, Baptiste. What the fuck are you saying?
Oh, you know, speaking
What
of
do you mean?
speaking of voice lines in Apex Legends, I just discovered something. What do you call it? Like, because I've been playing a little bit of Apex Legends as well.
Okay.
Fuck. And like, I realized. Remember when we talked about how they added additional voice lines?
Yeah.
For when they ping a weapon, it adds the
they-
description.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like Mozambique here, good for close quarters combat, like good spread, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Or like R99 here, high fire rate, blah blah blah. Apparently, only Bangalore does that.
Oh, cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes.
That's
Only
why.
Yes.
only if you ping a weapon as Bangalore, she explains it.
Awesome.
Kind
there
of like
like
Solid
a-
Snake. Yeah.
A lore thing.
funny.
This plays into our theory
Yeah.
that Bangalore is super serious at it. It's a joke.
Dude, yeah.
So good.
Yeah, like I laughed so hard because I saw a meme. It's like, I think it said like fucking like R301 here, high rate of fire, high magazine capacity, useful in close quarters and long range capacity, and like it just kept going.
That's a long ass
It's just a
list.
paragraph that kept going, and it ends with something like, "I used to shoot this gun with my dad a lot," and it's like, I miss him.
Wall of runes.
Yeah, dude, it's quite great. Like I love that only Bangalore explains the guns. That's cool.
That's great.
Super
That's
cool.
neat.
Hilarious.
That's
Yeah.
super neat.
No one else does it. No one. Everyone just says, R99 here.
Yeah.
But Bangalore, R99 here. Blah 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 blah. Oh, gotta know this. Gotta know this.
That's
What
great.
they should do next is like, who's the psycho character?
Psycho?
The gotta go fast character.
Oh, that's Octane.
Octane. Is he kind of like psycho-y? Is he dumb?
He's
He's
on
just
the
hyper.
drugs. Yeah.
He's on the drugs?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, there. Like, I want his call-outs to be like, the shooty stick, it's here.
Yeah.
Right.
That'd be great.
the complete... the completely reverse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, shooty stick here. I did go point it at someone.
And then the ping is always wrong.
Yeah.
Like, it's always off to the side a little bit.
God damn it. That would be so horrible.
Yeah, that's
Anti-useful.
functionally like
But he's
bad.
fast, really
Yeah.
fast.
I think that's
yeah.
mostly my week.
Yeah.
Irrelevant Baptiste, Baguio, driving for like 14 hours. A little bit of Overwatch. Still playing the FF14. I'm having a ton of fun just like cleaning out all of the stuff I can do before Shadowbringers drops.
Yeah.
I've been playing with my girlfriend, Donna. It's been fun. If any of you guys want to join us, we're on Tonberry. Tonberry.
You can feel this man roping people.
Why do you sound like you're trying to sell drugs?
We're on Tonberry.
Want to buy a sundial?
Dude, it's free to level 35.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah. That's me though.
Oh, what about your pre-release experience, Emile?
Oh shit, yeah, you guys talked about that. Since I wasn't able to talk about it last week, I'll talk about it briefly now. So pre-release. War of the Spark has to be the most fun pre-release I've ever attended. I think it has a lot to do with how dumb and powerful this set is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And like,
right.
Set.
like it's an amazing fucking set. Like almost everything is chase for me. Like I just want everything in that set. Like even like the uncommons, I want them. Even like fucking like commons, I want them. I want that cat. I want like fucking.
There's some good
want that
comments
cat.
in this.
Yeah, good fucking commons, man.
And just
like,
the flavor of the set is great.
the flavor of the set
It's
is
endgame.
impeccable. It's
Right.
like how many end games can we have in this year?
I don't count Game of Thrones as endgame.
Yeah, but it is the
It
end
It is,
Yeah,
though.
go
Show's
It is the
ending.
end game.
Aye.
But yeah, so it's the end game of Magic. They executed it perfectly. Like it's super fun for me. I'm sure there are flaws here and there for like higher level players, but for someone casual like me who likes EDH, who likes like casual multiplayer play, who likes limited, that kind of stuff, it was awesome. I had a good experience. That probably has something to do with me pulling an Ugin.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That'll do it for
Yeah,
you.
that'll do it. Like I felt really bad for my last opponent because every turn 5, turn 6, I'd bring out Ugin, and he had just this look on his face. He's like, "Oh, okay,
I guess I'll concede.
yeah, no,
I couldn't see.
yeah." It's like he just looked so defeated, but like he was a good sport about it. Like he kept playing, he kept
Yeah,
playing.
it's
Nice.
limited, you know?
But
You're-
like-
you're based on your luck.
Yeah, exactly. And one of the best matches I had, because like you guys all know my story from last time's pre-release. The slowest man in the world. I fought
The
against
slowest man.
Yeah.
The encounter with the Flicker Man.
Yeah. I fought someone who kept trying to decide what to do, and we had one card in his hand. I bet it was an island.
An island.
Yeah. And it's like
Always be bluffing.
I had the opposite experience because I got paired up with the judge of the room.
Hey.
The guy running the tournament.
Yeah.
I got seated against him, and then like we started playing. I think he remembers me, and like we start playing real fast. It's super fun.
Nice.
It's like lightning fast.
It's like speed chess.
We're thinking, but at the same time, you know, it's fast. How Magic is supposed to be. Like it just felt good. It felt
go
like
fast.
like all of the transgressions from last pre-release were like cured.
Nice.
And we had such a good fight that like this judge had to like stand up and say like, "Oh man, like, excuse me, I need to take a picture of this board. This is too crazy." Right?
Aye.
And like during the first match, because we were just at a stalemate the whole time. The board was getting more and more and more complicated, but we were keeping up. So like it was really, really like, this is happening, so much is happening. There's so many triggers. Like it felt like we were playing EDH, but it was limited.
Oh yeah.
So it's like we were having tons of fun. And I had a general mill plan going. Like, so I was like decking him out and shit like that, blah, blah, blah. And like his deck was real thin, real fucking thin. And then like around, I think it was around turn 9, turn 10, I was supposed to mill him, but I forgot.
Yeah.
I forgot to mill him. And then he goes like, "Hey, you didn't mill me. Are you sure you don't want to mill me? I can like you can mill me if you want." And like this is coming from the judge, right?
So sneaker.
I had already said like pass and shit. I'm like, "No, I already said pass. It's fine. It's fine." I
thought it was a test.
I missed the trigger, and he's like, "Oh, okay." And then on his turn, he fucking casts Jace. The Jace that its win con is if you deck out, you win. And like he just has this smile on his face, like I played right into my hands. You fool!
Won.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was super fun.
Yeah.
Pre-release in general was a blast, and I think the best part about pre-release was everyone went home feeling like a winner because
Yeah.
like everyone pulled something awesome.
And we
Oh,
won
yeah.
packs. We won.
We won packs.
Yeah, we won a lot of
Yeah.
packs. I mean, like I got one buy and one win.
Hmm.
That judge creamed me because like my mill deck against a Jace deck. Come on.
Yeah.
But in general, I think this set gives such fun cards to everyone that
Hell yeah.
no matter what you pull,
Yeah.
you'll be slightly happy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
And
I am
satisfied.
really happy.
Just getting like planeswalkers in a bunch of packs that you pull.
Yeah.
It's like getting to take home a bunch of planeswalkers as well. It's like very rewarding.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
super cool because planeswalkers used to be like the rarest shit.
Right.
yeah.
And like I think that's still the mindset, and I
Hmm.
think with War of the Spark having gone through now,
Hmm.
I really hope they keep going with the uncommon planeswalker mindset because uncommon planeswalkers as like a mini enchantment with HP
Right.
Yeah.
right,
is super
right.
cool.
Yeah.
I
It's cool,
fucking
it's
love
cool.
it.
It's cool.
That's it for me. I
Yeah.
can't wait to play more War of the Spark. Hopefully, we can get into Oathbreaker when I have time.
Dude, you make your own
I
great
really
deck,
want to make an
though.
Oathbreaker deck.
Yeah.
Oh.
We'll talk about it.
I have plans. I have plans.
Please do it.
Who wants to pick up? Whose week was also cool?
I can add a little bit just because I started with Baguio as well.
Yeah, go for it, man.
Yeah,
Go for it,
I
go
can
for it.
add just a little bit else that wasn't Baguio. Apart from that, like we watched. We went to the video game symphonic thing.
Yes,
Yeah.
we did.
That was fun. Like so it's the Manila Symphony.
PSO,
orchestra.
the Philippine Symphony Orchestra.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Something like that.
Manila Symphonic-
MSO.
Manila Symphonic Orchestra. There you go.
There you go.
PSO
So-
is Fantasy Star Online.
That's what I was thinking of. Okay.
So they wanted to like play like video game music
Right.
for a change, like just to experience it. What was the driving factor to this?
The driving factor to them actually going with a set of video game music was the concert master. Basically, the concert master is first seat violin.
Okay.
And apparently he's a gigantic nerd. And he just went over to the big conductor man and he's like, yo, next set we do, because they have this Rush R series of concerts, which is just a quick R in like a very casual setting with a small audience.
At the Ayala Museum.
Yes, at the Ayala Museum lobby. It's just a lobby. It's not even like a real concert hall or anything like that. It's supposed to be super duper casual. It's like it's supposed to be baby's first orchestra.
Or
Like it's a gateway for people to start enjoying orchestral music.
And I assume it's called Rush Art Concert because
It's just an R.
it's just an hour and like wait out the traffic and listen to awesome
Yeah,
music, right?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's
So,
cool.
the concert master brings up that like, yo, video games are cool.
Yeah.
Please.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he pushes through with it. And the best part to me was
Yeah.
when they started the show,
Yeah.
they were just like dumbfounded because
Yeah,
of
yeah, yeah.
the amount of people that showed up.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like the first thing out of the conductor's mouth was like, I don't know anything about video games.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But this has been the only concert that has sold out
In like hours.
in that fast.
Aw.
Because
Wow.
they were like, we only advertised this for 4 days and we immediately sold out. So
Right.
thank you.
Like
Oh,
Like,
that's cool.
Like it was so successful that they immediately rescheduled a repeat performance.
which is
Yeah.
next week.
Which they usually don't do that.
Yeah.
They'll only do that for like really like successful thing because it's
Right.
the Rush Hour series. It's
Right,
supposed to be
Right.
like ethereal, like it's supposed to like come and go, like random stuff,
Right.
explore more things. But they actually repeated this one.
Yeah. So like the best part was actually the conductor man because
Right.
he's like he kept going onto the mic in between like the songs.
Yeah, he commentates.
And he commentates and like editorializes like his opinions and stuff like that. Like and every now and again he'd get flabbergasted by the response when something that he feels like is not very common. Like he says, "This is music from Final Fantasy." Like, and when people cheer, it's like something
Nice.
that he hasn't. Like,
Yeah, yeah, it's
he's
like-
jolted by the fact that people love this game that I haven't heard about.
Or it's like this piece was
Yeah.
was composed by Nobuo like,
Uematsu.
yeah,
Yeah.
and the whole crowd
Say,
goes
"Woo!"
crazy, and
Yeah.
like he's just like,
Oh, you know him.
and then like after he says that,
Yeah.
like the thing I love about him the most is he did his research.
Oh, yeah.
He did his fucking research. And like he did his research so much that he noticed that there's so many Japanese
Right.
games, Japanese composers
yeah.
that he decided to invite the ambassador of Japan
Right.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
to the
to
show.
witness, yeah.
And like when we started cheering for all of the Japanese composers, he brings it up. He's like, yeah, it's so nice that everyone here is familiar with the Japanese composers, loves the Japanese composers. That's actually one of, and a lot of our set is actually comprised of Japanese composers.
Right.
That's why I invited the ambassador of Japan here to the show. And he stands up, waves. And he's like, this is really fucking cute.
Yeah. And then there's this bit where he goes like, I asked the French horn section to stand up because like a lot of the music that you'll see tonight is with the French horn. And then the French horn was born from battle. Like it was made to use in battle.
Yeah, it's supposed to evoke battle.
Nice.
Yeah, and
battle
like
sounds.
that's why they started with like the Monster Hunter.
Holy shit.
Holy
shit.
It was really epic. It was really hype.
And then he goes up front and also says that like I don't know a lot of this music, but the only game I actually play is Angry Birds, and like people get a laugh out of it. Like, alam kong game is Angry Birds. Like, ha ha ha. And then like later in the set, he finds a way to put Angry Birds music in, and they play the Angry Birds music.
And like that's very memorable. Like the tune of Angry
it
Birds
is very memorable. And
Just like that.
he also manages to sneak in some actual classical music
Oh yeah.
through the intersection that is anime. And
My favorite game.
there was an anime. I forgot which anime it was. I think it was something Cantalibre, something like that.
So, no.
Nodame.
Yeah,
It was Nodame. And Cantalibre. What am I talking about?
Cantalibre.
Yeah,
Luchador. A Japanese anime.
Yeah, Japanese anime.
Viva la
Cantalibre. But yeah, it was Nodame, and in the anime Nodame, they actually play a classical piece, and he's
Right.
like, because they play the classical piece, I'm gonna play a classical piece.
And he's so like happy that through my knowledge of anime, I know that this the protagonist of this is a conductor, and gives this like look.
Yeah.
Huh?
Because he did research. He did research. And like,
So cute.
and like he says, this piece was composed by Beethoven.
Yeah.
And then the crowd goes like, woo! And then like, you guys know Beethoven.
You are cultured after all.
Yeah. It was a ride. It was fun.
great,
It was
great.
fun. It was super fun.
And then like they play a bunch of songs like Monster Hunter was the one. They did like Mario.
They did Xanderkund.
They did Xanderkand. They did Tifa's theme.
Specifically, I think that was the concert master's thing.
Right.
Because he stood up.
Yeah.
He stood up and had a violin solo.
Right.
Yeah, for Tifa's theme.
And like I was sitting next to Jason, which was like Jason from GG Network and Charlene, and like 2 notes into Tifa's theme, I hear just Jason go, "Fuck, ang sakit."
Yeah.
It's like so emotional. Like
Yeah, dude.
even in Xanarkand,
Yeah.
Charlene was bawling.
Dude,
Xanarkand is good.
like the tears from her eyes were like uncontrollable.
Dude, the
And-
whole time my eyes were watering just
Yeah.
because of the sheer happiness
Yeah.
that like this is getting out there and like people are seeing, and the old guard are finally seeing that, this shit matters to a lot of people.
Hell yeah.
Uh-huh.
And then I felt like I was gonna be this way in the Avengers team, which they did last.
Yeah, they did the Avengers thing last.
Video
Yes,
game.
my
My
other
favorite
favorite video
game.
game.
Yeah, no. You know how the conductor did it?
Yeah.
It's like, okay, so we're all out of games, but we have one more game. End game.
Oh god.
I'll allow it.
The last-
Alright,
No, actually,
that's
that
good.
was for the encore.
Oh, really?
Wasn't it?
Oh,
Like
really?
they did just the way they did Avengers was actually, sorry for the correction. He
What
goes
was the
like,
encore? I don't remember.
okay.
No, the
So-
encore was Game of Thrones.
Yeah, that's when
right.
right. So they got this
Another
next one. We
game.
wanted
So many
to,
end games.
We wanted to end with this one. It's not exactly a game, but blah blah blah. It's a movie that's in theaters right now. This is Avengers.
Right.
Star. And then like they finish up. No, that's Overwatch. What was it? Ace May Baptiste.
Yeah,
Was it Overwatch?
they finish
yeah,
up
they
and
finish
like everyone
Avengers.
gives a standing ovation and everyone was like, encore.
Conductor walks out like a fucking baller.
Yeah.
Like, and then people were like, encore. And then like
Like any good orchestra, they were
Yeah.
prepared for an encore.
guy comes back and I see him give like the thumbs up to the orchestra. Oh fuck, we into it. And then he gets the mic. He gets the mic and says that bit wherein like,
Yeah.
we've run out of games actually, but we still have one more game. Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
Wow,
and everyone's just like, yo,
Dude.
not bad.
That was good. Like a bunch of like next time. That's something. When's that next show?
I don't
Sunday, right?
know.
26? Is it May 26? Or
Okay.
Is it? I don't know.
Tomorrow? Oh, no.
26.
No, next
Is it
week.
Oh, next
Sunday?
week. Oh,
Yeah,
dang.
man, you've been getting your dates mixed up.
Yeah, it's going everywhere. But yeah, I guess that I'm hoping that they do a lot more of this, and like, I talked to like the people in charge. They're also waiting for like submissions or like suggestions, because they could do that near though.
Dude,
That's a
Right?
video game.
Right?
That's a video
Soundtrack
game.
of the
That's a video
that's
year,
a fucking video game.
and like
With
Lego
nonsense
movie?
lyrics.
Honestly.
Let's go.
And-
Lego movie. Yeah,
No, no.
that'll be cute.
Like yeah, but just I'm looking forward for them to branch out and stuff like that, because they did it so well, and like they did it with respect. Like it was a
Man.
fun time.
And
Dude,
like,
imagine a future project where it's all just WWE themed.
You fucking kidding me right now, dude? Yes.
An orchestra of Chris Jericho's theme.
And no one knows the lyrics because
Break
like
the walls down,
A choir just sings Chris Jericho's theme.
Jericho.
holy shit.
Bish do 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 Bish do 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 do
You think
do.
you know me?
Alright. Video games and fun. Like, what else happened? Like, I have a bunch of random stories. Like, what I got stuck in a grab car that just like was playing this one song.
Oh no.
Like all the whole
Gotta
45.
get up, gotta
No, no,
get
no.
Oh
I
my
wish,
god.
dude. I wish.
I
I
would
wish.
freak out if that happened.
Yeah,
Dude,
dude.
I would also freak
Yes.
if I heard
Yes,
that.
I would not want to die. But you know, but yeah. So the whole 45 minutes of our trip, the guy was playing one song on loop, and it's that fucking hip hop song that's just like, cut it. It's way too fly. They need to cut it. That cheese is way too thick. You need to cut it. On loop.
Why?
45 minutes
It's
of
probably
this
what keeps
goddamn
him going.
song.
This man.
It's what keeps him sane,
Yeah,
Raffy.
dude.
But at the cost of others, like others' sanity. Like
That's how he sucks the life energy out of you.
Jesus.
It's a spell.
If you find Spotify, like find this fucking stupid song. Like,
The bad thing is,
I swear it was a prank. Like I was looking for cameras somewhere. Like
the bad thing is it's such a bad song.
it's such a bad song. You know the song? It's stupid, right? It's fucking stupid. Man, that witch is way too fly. You need to cut it.
You gotta
And then
send us this vid
every
of the song.
every verse like ends with cut it, and like, and then the main chorus or like the bridge just goes cut it, cut it, cut it, cut it. Oh, but why? Okay. Yeah.
Oh man.
There's that. There's that.
Is that how the Warchief couldn't get an Uber?
No.
Can't stand one song.
Never again, Thrall.
There's that. Yeah, I guess that's all my week. There's this other bit where I got locked out of my condo, but that's just like
What is these daily adventures with Raffy?
no,
We
it's
need
so
to-
dumb.
It's like we need one episode of this.
It's like a
these
sitcom.
Raffy- yeah.
Right.
Seinfeld episodes.
Honey, where's my super soup?
Yeah, but that happened. I was just walking out, and then I locked the little knobby thing on the thing, right?
Yeah.
And then as soon as I locked it,
You
like,
forgot your keys.
my keys. My keys were right there next to the doorknob where I keep it, and it's like,
Ooh, that's why you gotta hold
That's
it first.
bad.
Your totem.
yeah,
Don't hold Hulk Hogan. Hold your keys.
that's how I gotta get up. Yeah, but that I had to get a locksmith. This whole thing, like
Oh,
he
did you
was
shout
picking
out,
the lock.
Calling the locksmith.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, but yeah, that's mostly mind numbing and uninteresting. So I'm prepared to pass. Just go for it.
All right. I
Go for it,
guess-
Samson. Hit me.
Well, my week has been it's a busy work week for me.
Okay.
So, the only games I've played
Yeah.
so far this week is Zero Escape
Oh,
999.
yeah, you still there.
Okay.
Are you still at 999?
I finished one ending,
Which one you get?
the one that
There,
got
it's-
Junpei stabbed.
Oh, so you got the knife ending.
Yeah, I got
it's
the
the
knife
knife,
ending.
the gun, and the submarine.
Oh shit!
Is
I
it
want to play
like-
that too.
Is it the most common ending that
Oh,
most
wait.
people get.
It's the knife, gun, axe, and submarine. Those are the 4 endings.
All right.
So there are multiple ways to get the knife ending.
That sounds like an Ozark intro.
It's extra dumb, but like multiple paths can bring you to the same ending, regardless of like the route
Yeah.
you take.
But-
So those are the 4 primo.
Yeah.
I think the gun is the only one that leads you to the proper ending.
Oh, interesting.
It unlocks something.
But yeah, like based on my experience with the game, the puzzles are actually good. Like there are
Yeah.
times that
I'd say
are
they're the best amongst the 3.
yeah, and there are some puzzles where they kind of cheat you in where you really need to click on everything
Oh
to
yeah.
kind
Like,
of
it's an
look
old
for
game.
the
Yeah.
for,
It's kinda
for the
unwieldy.
clues.
Yeah.
Like I've been where this is not really spoilers, but there's this one puzzle room which is the boiler.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
kind of a bitch.
That's the thing where it got me a day to figure it out because
Is that the one where you had to talk to Santa by the stairs
yeah,
afterwards? Okay,
yeah,
okay. It's not that
is-
bad.
No, because there's this one bit where like you have a map of this room,
Yeah.
and it's basically a map of the boiler, but they didn't really show you that there's this one area where you can click on that spot where
Yeah.
it will go to another
Yeah,
part
yeah.
of the area.
It curves around to the
Yeah.
second section
So
of the
that
boiler.
that really got
That's
me for a
stupid.
day, and I didn't figure it out. But when I figured out the other day, oh okay, there's
It's
another
easy.
section here.
Right.
So,
Once you find
Oh
it.
man.
yeah,
Because you have to like turn valves on the other side to affect the other side of the map.
yeah,
Gotcha.
So you have to like, and the it's not 3D.
yeah.
It's like a pseudo pre-rendered that's been taken in screenshots.
Yeah.
So it navigates in like a slow frame rate,
yeah,
Yeah.
and like they kind of look the same. So you have to imagine your character going around the sections and then having to remember which valve you turn to do the.
Okay, so
puzzle.
it's an adventure game per 3D.
It's
is it
a
3D?
it's a like a graphic novel
Okay.
with a point and click style puzzle section.
Okay, but how is it like 3D?
It's like
or it's just
it's like images.
Yeah,
Ah,
you,
alright,
you-
alright,
you
alright.
kind of imagine the whole thing
Right.
through images.
The games after that are the ones in proper 3D.
And then there's this one, like I guess the final puzzle, which is basically the Sudoku puzzle.
Fuck that, dude.
I really
hate that so much.
I joked this last time.
No, because like the first time I saw it, fuck it, I'm just gonna go to the guide.
Dude, I looked that up too because that's
Because
bullshit.
it's
It's
stupid,
just a Sudoku puzzle. There's
Like,
nothing clever
yeah,
about it.
Really?
Yeah,
It's
here's today's
straight up
crossword.
Sudoku
Puzzle.
puzzle?
because
Here's
there
today's crossword.
there are like 9 pins, and you have to add like everything adds up to 9 to the hexadecimal F. That's it. That's
It's
a
just
puzzle.
a straight up Sudoku puzzle. There's
And-
nothing
Yeah,
clever
yeah,
about
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
There's
So
nothing
you-
story relevant about it.
Yeah,
It's just
yeah,
It kind of like
It's a
dumbs
math
down
puzzle.
the like how dire the situation is.
Yeah, it is
It's
true.
like it's just a straight up Sudoku puzzle.
It's really dumb.
The next time they'd put those like the 90s images where you have to cross your eyes.
It's basically
see-
that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Magic eye images?
Yeah, the magic eye.
That never worked for me.
But yeah,
Yeah, next game,
like,
maybe.
Like the experience, like my experience from that one was that
Yeah.
I've missed on some puzzles. Like
Okay.
I've missed on some rooms because the game really branches out a lot of scenarios.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of looking forward to the other ones that I haven't played
Have you
yet.
at least opened all the hidden safes?
Nope.
You got to do that. It's
haven't.
worth it.
I haven't encountered a safe yet. Actually,
Not one?
yeah.
Oh, there's one in like one of the sleeping quarters, the fancy room.
Oh wait, I think I did.
That's the easiest one to find.
Yeah, that
If
that
you
one
open
I
that,
did.
that's some. It's not. You don't need that to beat the game,
Mm-hmm.
but that's a really good like addition to the story
Okay,
for
that's
you.
Cool. That's cool.
It'll add context to like other dialogue as well.
Interesting. So yeah, aside from that, I don't know if I should mention the Netflix show that I've.
Which is
No, not Netflix.
Is it porn?
No, it's also Miggy's week.
Yeah,
It's Twilight Zone.
Twilight Zone.
No, it's Twilight
Twilight
Zone, the
Zone.
trilogy.
I thought Twilight because you
Right,
know.
so let's
big
go with
news.
that.
Yo, wait, you guys want to talk about that quick big news or nah?
Get over it.
Get
Heath
over
Ledger did stuff. Good.
What?
Everyone who's bitching about the Pattinson, wait and see, dog.
No,
remember
actually-
Heath Ledger?
Like, I'm pretty excited
Yeah,
I'm alright with it.
because they said they cast him as Batman,
Yeah,
not Bruce Wayne.
yeah, that is true.
What if they cast him as Terry fucking McGinnis?
Oh, dude, yeah,
That's
I've been
one
seeing
possibility.
those.
Also, there's this
Have you
one
thought about
Really?
that?
No.
Also,
They said Batman.
Yeah.
They didn't say Bruce Wayne.
wait. Also, Bruce Wayne isn't just the Batman here.
Right.
I'm really hoping that
Okay.
Robert Pattinson will play as Robin. Because he became Batman
No, that's true.
during the comics.
That's true.
That could be.
Okay.
Which
it
Robin
could-
though?
Battle for the
No,
Cowl.
as in Dick Grayson Robin.
Okay. Yeah,
He's
Battle
that-
for the Cowl.
he's the only one who's been Batman. And then they might introduce Robin. Damian Wayne.
My vote is still Terry McGinnis.
But yeah, Terry McGinnis
McGinnis
Yeah,
would be
with
great.
Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton,
Oh,
yeah.
Holy shit, dude.
I've been
be
seeing
great.
those
That would be
images of
great.
people like putting them side by side.
McGinnis
Yeah,
would
yeah,
be
yeah.
perfect.
It would be so good.
Yeah.
You get like,
But,
and
I mean-
I'd love to see like old Batman's favorite line: "Get out of there, McGinnis."
Terry.
That's all he says.
Get out of there, McGinnis.
Like Jon Snow, he's got 3 lines like, "You're my queen, I love you." What's the other one?
It's like,
Take a shot every time.
I don't
you
want
watch
it.
I don't want it. I don't want
Is
it.
that the drinking game? Take a shot every
Every
time
time.
John says one of these.
You're my queen.
Oh, God.
The Jon Snow
Yeah, I mean,
bingo
but yeah,
game.
the consensus like, of Robert Pattinson being chosen as Batman, it's fine. I mean,
No, it's just because he's Edward from
yeah,
Twilight.
Yeah.
that's
That's
most
it.
of the what
Right.
most fans remember is he's the sparkling vampire. Like they
Which-
didn't know, like they forgot that he's Cedric
He's Cedric
Diggory.
Diggory.
Anyway,
He's more consequential.
Yeah.
Like,
And he
I
has
can't
a lot of
remember
roles,
what
too, that-
movie this was, but I've seen him in other things.
yeah,
and he's good.
He's good.
Yeah,
he's
sure.
Right?
Like I think like they just wanna like make fun because
Yeah.
Twilight.
'Cause
Yeah,
Twilight,
all
that's
of
it.
And
But,
also, like Raffy said, like Heath Ledger's a teen
Yeah,
movie
he got
dude.
like hella backlash
from a Night
too.
Tale.
Yeah, from the
That guy from the Night Tale is gonna be the Joker.
yeah,
And then he's like the
he also
favorite
has
Joker.
Vision is his poet.
What? It's me, Baptiste.
No, it's my
Listen
baptism.
to my podcast. We talk about the movie news. It's me, Baptiste.
The Baptiste
Oh,
podcast.
man.
I forgot about
So-
Knight's Tale. I love Knight's Tale.
So
I did love Night's
Yeah.
Tale, and Ledger
Dude.
was great in it.
Yeah, he
So
was.
no, see,
So-
it's Vision. Vision's
Paul
there.
Bettany.
Vision's there?
Yeah, Paul
Oh,
Bettany.
Nice.
right.
No
he
way.
was the hype man.
Yeah, he's
Was
the
he?
hype.
Right,
He's the
right,
hype man.
No
The
fucking
the
way.
introducer guy.
He's Geoffrey Chaucer.
Holy shit, really?
Yeah,
I need to
that
watch
was
Knight's
him. That's
Tale
where I
again.
know him from.
That's
Is
the
this where the
first
Marvel and
movie
DC
that I
universe
saw Paul
crossover?
Bettany in. So yeah, that's good, man. It's good.
Dude, Heath
I don't
Ledger's
mind
great.
it. I don't mind it. Like,
Yeah, I don't mind it.
we'll
As long
see.
as the movie is good.
Yeah.
That's all that matters to me.
Let's see. Like
Ben
it's too
Affleck
early
got
to judge.
the bad rap for this too. And like visually, he looks like Batman.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
He's
yeah.
just poorly written.
Yeah.
But he can pull it off.
And I don't like the Batman that they portrayed. Like in BVS, he was fucking like dark as shit, killing people. And then they go the ultimate reverse in Justice League, where he's this fucking murderous wimp that kills thugs but can't stand up to any of the
Right, but like
superheroes.
prior to everything, prior to even seeing the photo of him in the costume, he also got like a big backlash.
Did he?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then when the photo came out, like, oh,
Yeah.
that looks good.
Like it's
See?
too early. To
It's way
judge.
too early.
It's too
Nobody
early to
knows.
judge.
Yeah, way too early.
Like even when the Jared Leto who was admittedly bad. Like
Right.
even then when he was cast and then he's Joker and then they showed the photo, like we gotta see the thing first.
We gotta
Like,
see the thing first.
Yeah. It means nothing.
But like, you gotta admit that like the damaged tattoo on his
That's a-
forehead
that's
was
a bit
kind of like
much.
emblematic. It's like
yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
I don't mind that. What I mind is the Evanescence video he did in the hotel room
You're-
where he's surrounded by
With the
knives.
knives.
Evanescence video.
when I saw that, I was like, who is up his own ass? Who wrote this scene?
My
Wasn't that all like improv from him?
Oh,
Just
Jesus
something
Christ!
like that.
Improv with
My-
a circle of knives is improv.
That was
Yeah.
stupid.
my biggest beef was like the animal noises. Like where is this coming
He's gold
from?
blooming.
He's
Why?
a method actor, man.
Sorry. Yeah. What?
Man.
What?
So
what is it?
speaking
What
of
else?
the
Sorry,
Twilight
but-
Zone,
Yeah.
No, I'll have Miggy.
Yeah,
discuss that.
let's go
All
into
right.
that because
But-
we're talking about the new show.
Alright.
But prior to this, are you done, Migs, with
No,
your
no,
weeks?
yeah. I can like I have one story that I want to tell.
okay.
Do
before
it.
we tackle Twilight Zone,
Yeah.
go for it.
All
man.
right.
That
go.
is this Friday, like yesterday. I went to an FNM
Oh,
Nice.
dude.
with Miggy's cousins and our friend of mine, AK.
Oh,
Tolaria
So-
South.
Yeah.
Represent.
So,
Tolaria
so what
South.
happened was
Yung baril.
it's AK's first FNM experience.
Right.
And
Standard, baby. Let's
yeah,
go.
and we play standard. So yeah, we did the games. It was a really long pod group because it was like 5 pairings.
Oh,
A
shit.
lot of people came.
Whoa.
Like 25.
Yeah.
people.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And during the third pod, so we got our pairings. So
Yeah.
we sit on tables and then we play the game.
Yeah.
And then so I was playing this guy's really good player, and then suddenly I just went, what? And then I look at the AK behind me, and then she also like she's checking her shoes.
Okay.
And then what? And then so we didn't mind it because we were playing the game.
All right.
So was
And
it like a
then-
funky smell?
Oh Jesus Christ! Smells like ass. Dude.
Oh no.
So after the games,
Right.
Anyway, the results is I 3-2'd. So
Nice.
good. I won 2
Big
packs.
strong.
Yeah, big strong. Doesn't matter because this story is about the dude who didn't wash his ass.
Oh my god.
Anyway,
Oh, man.
so anyway,
It was
um,
wait,
So,
wait.
so
Not
wait,
even
no,
wipes?
wait. So after the game, so
Get the board wipe
me and the Yogi brothers and AK were eating, and then afterwards we were talking about our FNM experience, and then I asked AK, "Yo, didn't you smell something funny during the third pod?" And then she said, "Yeah, it smells like shit."
It is shit,
And, like,
Austin.
We were trying to figure out who it was.
Oh no.
And why it happened? Like it became into such a
Became zero time dilemma.
a weird
Oh, God, no.
conversation that shouldn't happen, but we talked about it anyway. So we theorized that there's just one guy from the crowd who was just trying to check out the games.
Right.
Oh, it
pro-
wasn't someone who was playing.
It wasn't someone who was playing. That's one theory. And
Because why would it show up on the third pod?
yeah, exactly. And
What
then
a mystery.
And then we were just trying to talk about like, oh, baka wala kasing sabon dun sa CR. Kaya
Ay,
parang
caramba.
pinang tissue lang. Parang ganun. But it's just an observed conversation.
Okay.
But yeah.
Oh,
It
you
was-
never found the
We
man.
didn't found
Oh,
the...
shit, he's still out
We
there.
didn't found the perp.
He will.
Ruining FNMs left
Yeah,
and right.
man.
He will shit again.
Really, dude, it was
He's
such
coming.
a...
So
it was
our rogues gallery of villains has grown. There is Red Shirt Man, and now there is the shit stain.
What a league of villains.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, no.
And then the two fishing masters
The two fishing
from episode
masters.
1 of Good Trade.
Oh, but
it's a different
yeah,
one.
yeah. That's a different realm. That's the fishing realm. Those are the four
What if they
gods.
start
It's
playing
a different
Magic?
anime.
Yeah, it's a different anime.
These are the god
Sino pa?
eternals.
Si Sir Dice.
The Sir
That's
Dice.
the other enemy.
Oh
The
no.
one that
Oh, the
encountered
guy
in
who didn't
Yeah.
allow you to use coins?
Yeah.
Or what about the guy who refused to shake my hand?
Oh Jesus.
Oh, what?
Oh shit.
No, because you know me. I like saying, "Yo, good game," and like
Right.
I shake hands. I like give a high five.
Yeah.
But it's like a best of 3, right?
Yeah.
And like I'm like, "Yo, that was a good game." It's like I reach out to like grab his hand and like give him a high five, shake his
Right.
hand.
Right.
He's like, "Ay sir, hindi pa tapos."
Oh
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
And I'm like,
CR.
no, that was a good. Like I know it's
Yeah,
best
yeah,
of
yeah.
3. It's just that I wanted like I wanted to friendship.
It's a culture thing.
Yeah, I know it's a culture
fine,
thing. It's a
fine.
culture
Or maybe he assumed
Yeah,
that you
I
thought it
had
was
one of
done
those.
and then wanted to
Maybe he
reassure
did,
you.
but
Yeah.
like it just became double awkward because I was like, no, I know it's best of 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pero ano talaga eh, like
Yeah, I just wanted to be
you-
casual and
yeah.
like, yo, what's up?
told me this like lesson already, like don't do that, because I did that in my first previous as well. like.
I told Raffy this because like don't shake their hands. They don't like that. They don't like that there.
So that guy. And who's the rulesman?
The rulesman?
Who's the
Sir
Sir
Rolfman.
Nagantapnoy, something like that.
Oh yeah, that,
Like-
that was from.
Oh
Miggy's.
yeah, yeah.
The big rulesman.
The guy who panicked when I
Miggy's
when I
enemy in his
scribed
own
early.
movie.
Yeah. I think that's the same guy where like, hindi dapat yung surveil kanina pa, sir.
I
Oh,
wasn't
it
there
was,
for
right?
that.
Yeah,
I wasn't there
yeah,
for Gravnica.
But yeah,
Yeah. They're out there
So many
somewhere plotting our
wizards.
downfall.
We must take down those podcast
in
nerds.
it for the big movie.
We have our own end game.
But yeah, I think FNM was enjoyable.
Did he disappear
yeah.
after the third pod?
Yeah,
Or
it's just weird. After the fourth pairing, but
Wow.
after third pairing, wala na.
what a spirit
Like
token.
everything is everything smells fresh.
Maybe that's as much damage as his butt could take.
I could. I mean,
think?
I could think that it could be.
What
that?
if with each battle he was taking damage?
Oh my god!
Like, what if he was shitting more and more and more?
That sounds like the stand of the best friends.
yeah, it is true.
It just makes you shit your
Yeah.
pants.
And you have to deal with the embarrassment.
But yeah, the strong was.
Yeah.
I mean, the smell was really strong.
And
Strong.
this was at
Big
ATC, which is like an open area.
Yeah,
Oh my
which is
God.
weird. A lot more weird.
If you
than-
give
Oh,
the
dear.
strength, if you give the stench like a power and toughness,
Oh god, it's like 8 poops out of 10, dude.
it would be an 8/8.
Yeah,
Oh shit!
like
That's
you,
strong.
like it's like this
With trample.
With
I mean,
menace.
I can't believe we're talking about with menace.
Menace.
Oh my god. Can only be blocked
May
by one
fear,
creature.
may fear yet.
Solid.
Yeah, god damn it, that's
Yeah.
like weird. Anyway,
Yeah.
All right.
how's
Are we gonna step into another dimension?
the Twilight Zone?
Okay, so
What is the intro for that?
In the world where stuff happens and like the one
weird
before
shit.
Black Mirror.
I hear it a lot because it's the same like line of dialogue for the intro of
Yeah,
the
it is,
50
it is.
show
Forever,
and the
right?
current one. Yeah, yeah.
And like the
Into
guy
You've
talking.
entered into another dimension.
Yeah,
Or-
and the guy talking, he's also the guy who actually directed and produced the show. Yeah.
Rod
that's-
Serling.
Yeah. Rod
Yeah.
Sterling. Rod Sterling.
Rod Stewart.
Here. I have the words. It is a dimension as vast as space and as timeless as infinity. It is the middle ground between light and shadow, between science and superstition.
Yeah.
And it lies between the pit of man's fears and the summit of his knowledge. This is a dimension of imagination. It is an area which we call the Twilight Zone.
It's the 2019 version.
Yeah, what's the 2019 version?
I'm just.
I think they follow
I'm just gonna use
the one
Jordan
from the
Peele's
90s.
voice.
Jordan Peele's voice?
All right, lay
It is
on
a
us.
dimension as vast as space and as timeless as infinity. It is the middle ground between light and shadow, between science and superstition, and it lies between the pit of man's fears and the summit of his knowledge. I know.
Wait, what's happening?
It became Obama or something. Or it became.
This 2019
Nice to meet
version
you.
of Twilight Zone is narrated by Jordan Peele.
Yeah.
And you know how he has the
Wait, it's on
that-
Netflix?
yeah,
Yeah.
No, it's
not for us.
it not?
Not for us.
Not for us.
No, because like that's the part that confused me because I was like, I want to watch this, but I know
Oh,
we
no,
don't
no.
have it.
It's on the
Actually-
list, but not for our region.
Actually, the intro is kind of like it's written differently.
I think it's
a
based off the 90s version of the intro.
Oh,
Really?
this one's
Or at least the
original.
second
Yeah, this
intro
was the
of the
original.
old
Oh,
show.
yeah, because it's mostly like you are entering, you are.
You're entering another dimension,
Ah, yeah,
right?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so
No,
that one's
the
different.
old show from the 50s also had two separate intros.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it might have been that, like the second one. But anyway, before I watched the current 2019 show, I encountered this YouTube channel which summarizes the old episodes from the 50s.
Ooh.
And like, I really enjoyed watching those old episodes back then. But I just couldn't keep like a record of the files because they're like 30, 50 plus gigs
Yeah.
of old black and white footage. And like most of the 90s shows are actually on YouTube fully. But like a lot of those kind of suck. So
Oh,
nobody really cares.
Okay.
Right. So the summary versions of on YouTube cut a lot of the parts where nothing is really happening.
Oh.
And then only include like the significant lines and dialogues of certain characters, and then show you the twist at the end, of course, because there's always one, right? So some of them aren't presented as well, just because of the nature of how the episode flows. But some like get you the message across 6 to 9 minutes, as opposed to watching a 30-minute show with a lot of it being, silent, old 50s, bad audio, quality video.
So the Game of Thrones season 8 it.
But better.
But better.
but better.
Because like I've always in my mind the old 50 episode 1950s Twilight Zone, like I remember watching that as a kid and being freaked out just because of the theme.
yeah.
And like how old American TV has an appeal. Like everyone talks with a transatlantic accent,
transatlantic
right? An
Which
accent that is completely fake.
Yes, it's completely fake.
It's made for
Hollywood.
television
It's made
and
for
radio,
Yeah.
Okay.
They came up with it.
and nobody talks like that around the world.
Yeah.
See? Is that it? Is that
Kinda.
Kinda.
Without the say, that's more mobster. See?
Mobs, you never take me alive.
That's also made up.
See? Right. So like in my head, I remember like, oh, these old episodes are actually interesting and well written. And then when I rewatched it again, like maybe 15 years ago, I remember enjoying those old episodes. Like, why isn't TV as smart as these old episodes? So like, as the years went by, maybe I was up in my own ass. Maybe I was a dumb college student at the time. So I rewatched some of these, and I remembered some old episodes that really stuck with me.
Yeah.
And like maybe it was only good to me at the time. So when I rewatch it, like no, it's still good.
Oh.
There's something about how it's written,
Yeah.
and it's by that guy, see Rod Serling.
Yeah, Rod Sterling. It's
And-
all him. It's all
It's
him.
all him, and when he writes episodes,
Yeah.
some of them are referenced based on real life events that happened. So he made an episode which reflected the Kennedy assassination,
Oh.
and it was about an encroaching darkness that covered the entire Earth, and it was made by the fear of people.
Whoa.
And it
Heavy.
started happening as they were about to execute a man who they did not know was innocent and was accused of a wrong crime. So he killed in self-defense, but because he broke the law, he had to be executed.
Whoa.
And on the day itself, it was nighttime for an entire day.
Stig.
And it got darker and darker and darker.
Okay, that's kind of creepy.
That's cool.
Yeah.
But cool though. But cool.
So like I have a few like really memorable episodes, but one of the newer ones that I ended up seeing is called The Self-Improvement of Salvador Ross.
Ah.
Okay.
And it's about this like Cuban like looking guy. He's trying to, get this girl's father to approve of him. And this father's like he's a war vet, he's in a wheelchair, and like he doesn't like Salvador Ross.
Because he's a racist or something.
No, I don't know. Like maybe he just doesn't
Whatever.
trust the guy, and he's like he's like an entrepreneur, so he might have a shady business past or whatever. He just doesn't like the guy. You know that
It's like
happens,
an-
someone, right?
yeah.
And so like the girl doesn't go out with Salvador Ross, and when she closes the door, Salvador gets mad and punches the door.
Okay.
And you know that doors be thick. You fucking bust his hand. It's not like the
Okay.
movies where you just punch it and it's
Yeah.
good. It's not plywood.
It's just
like a real
fist
door.
goes through. Okay.
And I've known someone who's actually shattered his hand doing the same thing.
Oh, man.
And he had to get like pins stuck in it. Yeah. So
Anyway.
it's a real thing that happens.
Right.
So he goes to the hospital, right?
Right.
And he gets a cast around his arm. He has to stay for the night. He's stationed beside this guy who has a cold, but he's in like his 60s. So a cold is like not pleasant,
It's
even more so, right? So the sick guy with the cold is like, I'd trade the busted hand for my cold any day. And like, oh, are you sure, old man? Let's have a deal. And like that was just a nothing deal, right? They have they just have an agreement just to, I'm the manlier man. Your problems is not as big as mine. The next day, Salvador Ross's hand is healed. Wakes up with a cold. Then the guy beside him just starts groaning in pain, like, oh, my hand, what the hell? And like, oh, the deal went through. And like, can we change back? This feeling sucks. At my age, this hand will never heal. Like, oh no, every sale is final.
Yeah.
And Salvador leaves, right?
Okay.
So he finds this elderly businessman with this really nice like condo unit, and then he tries to do that thing again, like not knowing it's an actual power, right?
Right.
So he just throws up like, because I think the owner of the condo wanted to move out,
Yeah.
and then like he regrets not, traveling more and all that. So Salvador is like, let's trade. I'll give you my youth if you give me this house and like let's say $1 million or something like that.
Whoa.
And like the old guy
Whoa.
just wanted to entertain him, like, oh sure, like that's absurd, but let's
no.
go, let's take a deal.
Oh no.
Right? Next day, Salvador Ross is an old man in this house, well dressed.
Yo.
And like, oh, what happened? You're the new owner. Like the bellboy comes in or something, right? You're the new owner. Like, oh, what happened to Mr. Ganyan? Oh, he's living his dream. He went on a trip that he wanted to go to. And like, oh, you seem like a young man. How old are you? Like, oh, I'm 19, sir. How about let's make a deal. You give me a year of your life, and I'll give you $1,000. And like, oh, gee, sir, that's really generous of you.
Okay.
Like, I wish more people would like take up deals like this because you're getting $1,000. And
That's
like,
a ton in the 60s.
Yeah.
as a kid, you take it, right?
Hell yeah.
That's just money.
Yeah.
And like the power, syempre, only Salvador knows that.
Right.
So it works. So he goes through that. Next scene, he does it to like the elevator manager of the building. So as he goes in, he starts talking to him, brings out money, doors close. When he gets to the ground floor, doors open. Elevator kid is like grayed haired. And Salvador is back to his old prime self.
Damn.
So he goes, like, he's convinced the power is working, right?
Right.
And he goes back to the daughter and tries to convince the dad. And, like, what am I lacking, sir? Like, why don't you like me? Like, oh, you lack compassion. You lack genuine emotion. You can't be worthy of my daughter. Like, you don't have the traits that will make you love my daughter again. So, I know. Salvador goes, all right, sell me your compassion so I can learn to love your daughter. So he does that, right? They agree on it. And then
What did he give in return?
Salvador learns compassion,
Okay.
and he desperately now wants the proper approval of the dad. So he actually learned, and then instead of being a hard ass about wanting to be with the girl, he starts like, can I ask for your forgiveness? Can you show me how to be compassionate? And then the father stoically, like as he usually is throughout the episode, like, did you forget? I sold you my compassion yesterday. He pops out a gun.
Oh,
Shoots
shit.
Salvador on the spot.
Oh, interesting.
Right.
Interesting.
Because the man has no compassion anymore. He just has a pure dislike for the guy.
Interesting.
And then as Salvador's on the floor, the narrator like walks in front of the camera. And like there's always a consequence to an action that you do, something like that. He gives the heavy message
Cool,
at
cool.
every end of the episode.
Wait.
And I'm like, I did not see that twist coming.
Wait, how did you get your hands on Twilight? I want to watch.
No, there's a
That's the-
YouTube channel who
yeah.
compiles.
Okay.
They cut
are
a lot
old
of the dead air
episodes.
out. I guess it works around the copyright as well.
Cool.
So there are some episodes that aren't good, but a lot of them are pretty decent.
Awesome.
That was riveting.
What about the new show though?
Right. So another example of the old show, that one of the older episodes that stuck with me was it's
Alright.
the classic scenario like, oh, we're about to go to space because the space race was the hit thing back then,
Yeah.
right, in the 50s. So Americans, a team of like 4, I think, try to go into space. Something goes wrong, they crash, right? So
All right.
like one of them dies, one of them is gravely injured, and then the other 2 are like, it's a desert looking area.
Yeah.
So they think they're on Mars or some nonsense. And like, we don't have enough resources to survive or even get someplace safe. We should leave the injured guy and just keep going. Like, and then the captain is like, we can't leave a man behind. That's just wrong. Right. We'll keep
Alright.
going until we can't.
All right.
So the other guy, I forget his name, but he ends up like getting one of their colleagues to fall, and take a big injury, takes his gear and leaves him, goes back to camp. And then the captain's like, we can't leave that guy there. We have to look for him. But like, it's 8 miles ahead. We can't make it with our limited water supply again. So they go find the injured man. And then as the injured man is dying on the spot, like, what happened? Can you tell us anything? The injured man starts to draw like a line straight down,
Yeah.
and then near the top, 2 lines across. So
Hashtag.
what does that mean, right? No, it's like a straight line down and 2 lines from the top and then a little lower. So like that. So what does that mean, diba?
I don't know.
And then he points above the mountain that is in front of them. So the captain and the other guy,
Yeah.
go try to go above and across the mountain to see what was up. And as they're going up, they get into an argument, right? And then the other guy ends up shooting the captain in defiance because it's all futile, right? And then he gets mad that he shot the water container in the process that the captain was carrying.
Uh-oh.
So he continues his trip up. And then as he gets to the peak of the mountain,
Yeah.
he starts laughing. And like, I finally understand what you drew. Guess what those lines meant?
Loss.
No, not the meme, not the meme.
Sorry.
But can you, like, it's hard to explain it in audio, but like I'm visually drawing the image.
It's a
for
T
you
with
guys.
an additional
like
vertical
a
line.
tiny line on top, right?
Horizontal line, yeah.
Right. So what do you think that would mean? Because I had an idea, I just couldn't wrap my hand around what it was at the time, but I ended up being right. Like a straight line and
Yeah.
then 2 on top.
I have no idea.
No idea.
Ballpark.
At the
Not
center of the
not equal
earth.
sign.
No, not that. Ballpark
An
answer.
electrical post.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Huh? Oh.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
correct. Emile's right. He got it.
Huh.
Wow. Oh,
So he sees a bunch of electrical phone wires
Yeah.
All right.
and a sign that says Nevada. They were just in the Las Vegas desert.
Huh. Interesting. Cool.
And this was like they were trapped in the desert for the span of like a few days. So he ended up killing like 2 of his companions that he's probably trained for years for the space trip because he'd lost all hope, only to find out they never left Earth in the process.
Yeah.
Then he just loses his mind on top of
Crazies.
the mountain.
Whoa. Yo, that's some heavy shit. Those 2 stories are awesome.
There's
Like,
a bunch more.
I got it. Like,
But those are the ones that like stick to me.
give us the YouTube link.
Sure, I'll look for it.
Yeah.
We can probably link it as
Do
well.
they narrate it at all?
There's
or
a narrator
they
at the
just-
beginning,
yeah.
at the end, but like they're also really well acted. And like even if they depict, because there are some heavy sci-fi related episodes, and some of those depictions are like pretty decent given the time. And like, and you go to the '90s version where it's all CG, cheesy nonsense graphics, and like this looks dumb compared to like how could they pull off a classy looking 1950s set with all of this, right?
Yeah.
Like the image gets across. Like sure you have to like wrap your head around the imagination, but it's still pretty solid. And there's a few other stories that are good. So I remembered like, oh, there was that trailer with Patrick Warburton saying that the Twilight Zone is coming back. So
Right.
like I wonder if that ever came out. So I look up the new one and then I find out it's the Jordan Peele one.
Yeah.
So like, oh, it's already been going since April of this year. And it's 7 episodes deep. I think episode 8 came out yesterday.
Yeah.
So I get on that, with them lending links because we don't got it in our region. And fucking the first episode is called The Comedian. And like Jordan Peele shows up as the host, right? And then you see Tracy Morgan,
Yeah.
he's a comedian too. And like, oh, what is this?
Uh-oh.
And then like before the episode airs, there's a preview, right? And you see a bunch of other like comedians in this show. And like, what is that? You see John Cho. You see that dude from the
Parks and Rec.
Parks and Rec, the guy who freaks out over the throne.
Yeah.
I'm like, what's going on?
That guy.
And like this, seeing that team of funny people who usually make like smart content,
Yeah.
like there's got to be something good. And it's Jordan Peele too.
Interesting.
There's got to be something about it. So let's jump into this new version, Migs.
Yeah.
My beef with the pilot episode.
Oh,
the
you're not
comedian,
gonna tell us about the comedian?
Oh, it's
all right.
It stars Kumail Nanjiani.
I have no
Really?
idea what it is.
Kumail?
Yeah.
Kumail's
Really?
there?
Yeah,
Kumail?
Oh, cool.
It's Kumail, diba? He's the
I forget.
comedian.
I'm not sure.
The one with the happy birthday. Thank you very
Very
much.
much.
Oh, that was him. Oh, yo, that's sick.
Yeah.
Right,
So
right.
That's him. He's the
So
comedian. That
no,
show.
my beef with that is you
Interesting.
see the plot coming. Well, no, the ending is different, but you see the
Oh,
thing,
yeah.
the supernatural thing happening like a mile away.
Like from
The
the
episode
start,
is like an hour long.
Yeah, that's
It could have been cut
I
to a
think
30-minute thing.
When I was
Alright.
watching it, there are some pacing issues, but at the same time,
Right.
like we already are seeing, like we're already seeing what this episode
It's
going
scaling
to
what
during-
is happening.
Yeah, like during the first act, we already know what's gonna happen at the end. Parang ganun, like they just prolonged the thing a bit
Right,
more.
right.
They telegraph it a little bit.
No,
Yeah.
you see the supernatural thing happening immediately, but it takes the character like
Yeah.
twice around to get
To get
Yeah.
cotton on.
right.
Yeah.
to confirm what's happening.
So like Scooby Doo, wherein like they show like the guy lurking.
How do
They
you-
show the
like-
audience
like-
like lurking. The
like
mystery's
they
there.
showed the comedian doing more stuff with the thing that's happening.
It brings a new definition to when they say you're killing it out there
Yeah.
in a comedy show. It's
Okay,
nothing like that,
okay,
but it's something similar to that degree. Not outright killing, but it's
Gotcha.
removing something from that world.
Yeah.
Damn.
And like they upscale it even more. Pero
So-
I think the message could have been cut to like a half hour instead
Yeah.
of an hour. But the episodes are not at a fixed length. Some of them are 30 minutes, some of them are 40 minutes.
Cool.
So it's pretty interesting. And some of them are like remakes of old episodes from the 50s. Like the one with the airplane.
Yeah. Okay.
The
That's a
second
remake?
episode is about a guy who gets on an airplane. He finds an old like audio player and it plays a spooky podcast.
Uh-oh.
So like it's presented like those low budget spooky podcasts you hear with like a really cheesy voice
Oh,
with a
shit.
creepy background and over enunciated speculation.
Oh yeah, there's a lot out
With
there.
deep bass and all that.
Yeah,
nonsense.
yeah,
So
yeah.
like,
Black
but
tapes.
the podcast is about the plane he's on. So he starts getting freaked out.
That's cool.
right?
That's
fuck.
super
So that's the
cool.
premise. That was
Holy
pretty interesting.
Shit.
Man, I just love that.
That is crazy.
I just love that this
Man.
project, that this version of Twilight Zone is being headlined by comedians.
It's so
It's
good.
so interesting. It's really good.
everyone's a comedian.
Yeah, plus it feels
a lot
good
of them are.
because like I think a lot of comedians like feel pigeonholed and they want to branch
yeah.
out, and like
Like-
Peel is just like creating all of these opportunities for them.
Oh, dude,
like-
the one with John Cho is fucked up.
Like most people, like they just like parang they just brand them as comedians, funny people.
Right.
But no, they have the serious acting chops.
Yeah.
like
they have
they're funny
depth
because
and
they
range.
know.
yeah, they
right?
know. But dude, they have they have range.
What I like
Tracy
about
Morgan.
Tracy Morgan
In a
as a
serious-
comedian pa rin.
Yeah,
But
it's
as a
in the
super serious role.
Yeah, it's
and
really
it's creepy.
yeah,
Interesting.
It's really good.
Interesting. My question is like that telegraphing, like does that ruin the twist or the big reveal at the end?
No. There's a thing at the end that always happens,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Okay.
It's not as hard twist as the older show, but like
Yeah.
the message is there, and
Kinakalibutan.
sometimes it's just a fun story. Usually, it's just a fun story,
Okay.
and because it's held by Jordan Peele, he really tries to emphasize like hard. Migs, have you gone past like episode 3?
Not yet.
It goes
Just
like
episode 2 pa lang.
it tackles like real world issues. There's one in particular that tackles both police violence and racism in American culture.
Is this John Cho's episode?
No, the
not
one
yet.
after that is a political attack.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh, so it's getting real heavy.
But yeah, like
Oofy
I,
doof.
I think the first episode, even though with its pacing issues, it really sets a tone on what they want
Right.
to do with the message. It's really good. Like
The cinematography is also really
Yeah.
solid.
Oh,
And like
jeez.
having it based on like present day is
Yeah.
a big thing, I feel like.
So I'm all caught up to episode 7.
good for you.
Medyo bitin ako. Like it's really good. I'm enjoying it.
Tell me this, like tonally, because I feel like a difference between Black Mirror and like the shows that you described, like the episodes that you described from the old Twilight Zone.
Right.
It's like in the old Twilight Zone, it's more of a lesson. Like there's more of like it's trying to teach a lesson,
Yeah,
whereas
in
Black
some
Mirror is
aspect.
like just bleak sometimes.
No, Black Mirror is more like how society would react between certain extremes of scenarios, right? Or like the
okay.
possible outcome, which you can imagine could happen
Yeah,
or is happening.
Right.
Right? It gets a bit like weaker as the show went on, but that first season is very much that.
Yeah, but then I feel like in Black Mirror, it's like it ends on a sour bit, like on a bleak
Sometimes,
bit
yeah.
that
Yeah.
doesn't usually tell a lesson. Like it's not.
I mean, it's
enriching,
more of
parang
like because Black Mirror focuses like its own focus is about technology, like whereas in Twilight Zone it's more about the mystery or the sci-fi, like general sci-fi or
It's a
mystery.
mix of everything. Like some
Yeah.
of them are just pure sci-fi. Some of them are like just people values. Some of them are like current scenarios or the bigger picture
Yeah.
things.
But they're not tied down as much as what Black Mirror is. Which
Yeah,
is,
Black Mirror is a very
technology.
technology surrounded
Based,
theme,
yeah.
right?
okay.
But this new Twilight Zone is scratching that itch. Like you wanted more Black Mirror, this will fix you until Black Mirror comes out in like June.
Is it?
Right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
June?
yeah,
July?
super close.
The trailer came out.
That
Yeah,
trailer looks
and
sick.
when I saw that,
Red
like
guy.
Twilight Zone will keep me,
Ooh,
know,
Sherlock.
right? So there was a pretty much pure sci-fi part in the new Twilight Zone where space exploration again,
Okay.
and it's like people trapped in that spaceship for like a year as they go to Mars.
Interesting.
But it's not like there's a space ghost. You know how some of those movies do that. There's a solar ghost or some bullshit. It's fucking dumb.
This is Solar Ghost.
Yes.
We're talking about you, Sunshine.
Yeah.
Sunshine.
Fuck.
Wasn't Chris Evans in that?
Yeah. he
Oh
is.
God.
He fucking died poorly.
Yeah. Did the
Just got
space ghost get him
He drowned.
in space?
Safe. Yeah.
I bet you never saw that
me
coming,
alone.
viewers.
Go save yourself. No.
Oh no.
Yeah.
If you want that Men in Black like marbles in a galaxy thing, oof.
Yeah.
There's something that's gonna like hit you in the stomach. Like,
Oh, shit.
oh, you went there. Just a little bit.
Yeah.
But I still prefer the old show. Still,
Okay.
like there's just so much good about that. Nah, like there's a few episodes that I can't that stick to me that it would just take too much to explain.
Also,
Which-
I'd really like to see this,
Right.
like truncated versions of them.
Also,
Are they short?
The YouTube
The
ones are
videos?
pretty
Yeah, the YouTube
short.
ones. Nice.
When it's long, the guy who does the cuts will say this was pretty hard to edit. Quick thing about the old show. There's an episode about a guy who wanted to be the best billiard player in the world.
Okay.
Billiards, okay.
So he was like going nuts about. He's alone in this like whatever you call those.
bar, snooker
Pool
bar.
halls.
Yeah,
Pool hall.
pool hall, pero mag-isa lang siya. And he's like, see, I'm the best. See, then he fucking grabs the photo of the guy who's deemed the best player in the world. So his ghost shows up.
Oh shit!
So you want to be the best, huh?
They
So
battle it out.
they play, right? Like, so like, what rules do you want to play? Then the cocky guy's like, first to 100, do this, this, this. So they play. And syempre, the old guy, he's showing his skill. But then the other guy starts catching up.
Ooh.
So when he finally wins the final game, because he starts sweating first, right? And then he starts coming back. He starts getting better. He starts winning.
Nice.
So when he finally beats the ghost, like, see, I told you I'm the best in the world. Yeah, ganyan. And like, the other guy's like, are you happy that you're the best in the world? Then as the angry dude like turns around in his fit of rage and like triumph,
Yeah.
syempre, when he looks back, the ghost is gone.
Okay.
And like, see, I proved to you. Then he shatters the photo.
Uh-oh.
that he's the best in the world.
No.
And then cut to like just a white empty area with like fog and mist. And there's an empty pool table and a chair beside it. Sitting there is the guy who beat the best in the world. Then like a bell rings. He stands up. He stands up sadly, picks up the cue, and then walks away. You know what happened?
The other guy dies.
He dies and takes his place, and now he's cursed to do the job of the other guy.
Dog,
and he hates it.
That's so cool.
Like being the best has its downsides.
Aw.
This is what I'm talking about. Like at the end of that story, you get that
Lesson.
like chasing glory is
Yeah.
that has its downsides as well.
Right.
Like, I feel like sometimes in Black Mirror, I just come out of it just miserable. There's no lesson to be found.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, oh, he was right. The lady was cheating on him like the whole time. Parang, what am I
Or
supposed
like-
to do?
Yeah.
What am I supposed to do with this?
The one with the game tester, like, oh, he's just dead.
Yeah.
It's just
And,
it's
like-
just mostly like scenarios, like what ifs, and then this is the result.
And you feel
See ya.
miserable. Yeah.
End of
exactly.
episode.
Yeah.
No, I enjoy that,
Yeah.
but there's most of
think-
the time there's no lesson,
Yeah.
especially as the seasons went on, because I think they're just trying to ride the popularity and keep the show going.
Just
So-
kind of like they just stab you in the gut, and then like twist it, and then it bounces.
Yeah. Also,
That's what I feel like when I
also
watch Black Mirror.
for the new Twilight Zone, I think Raffy and Emile will enjoy the first episode.
Yeah?
Yeah. Like the lesson
Is
there
it about magic cards?
No.
And like washing
No, the comedian
your ass?
one.
the comedian
Yeah, the
one.
comedian
one.
Because
Yeah.
it's really about comedy. But
Cool.
you will enjoy the
Oh,
message.
dude, get ready for the John Cho episode.
Oh yeah.
It's about the presidential election.
Oh snap! Okay, that is. I would.
Also,
look forward
what's
to it.
nice about the new show is sometimes they basically make a new version of an older episode, right?
Yeah.
Like similar scenario, maybe a completely different script after that.
Good.
Some episodes just have references to past episodes.
Okay.
So like when I was telling you, Migs, na I've seen clips in those little previews of stuff I saw in the old show.
Oh.
So like in a cheeky diner, there's a little
Jakey Dino.
like a toy. You put a quarter in it, you press the thing, ask it a yes or no question, you press the thing, it gives you a little stub that basically predicts your future,
Sure.
right? So
Okay,
it's
that's
a
an episode from
there's an
the
episode
old-
like that
Ah.
where in the old Twilight Zone from the 50s, it's a guy and like his supposedly future wife. They go through that like he puts a quarter in for fun, right? As they're eating their food.
Yeah.
And like, oh, should we leave? And then it says not yet. And then how long should we stay until should we stay until past 3? Then it said parang it's best if you do. And like there's a car accident that happens outside.
Oh.
And like, oh, see, if we left, we would have been hit by that car. Ganyan. So he starts getting obsessed with that machine because he wants to know every single thing about his future.
Ah shit.
Oh.
So the story is the wife convinces him to just leave it because that's not fun
Right.
Yeah.
in life.
Exactly.
And as they leave, a new couple sits down and they get stuck there. So that little toy has a spring-loaded, like a bobblehead that's a demon on top.
Yeah.
So like every time they flip the switch, it cuts to that demon head bobbing its little one-eyed face.
Yeah.
So that little thing is in the diner of like one of the episodes. It has nothing to do with the episode. It's just there. And I was freaking out. Like, oh my god, is this it?
Cool.
So those are like
That's
good
awesome.
little nods. That
Yeah,
means they really are catering to what the old show was trying to do.
Right,
Because
right.
like you go to the 90s one and there's only like less than 5 I can probably name that are good. The rest
Really
are
good.
hot garbage.
All right.
So yeah, the Twilight Zone is sick. The old show,
Sounds sick.
yeah, and like the new
I
show
will
is
try
pretty
to
good.
achieve viewing it through Lending Link.
Yeah,
I'll do the
screen.
YouTube one because they're short.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like
Yeah.
they
Those are
punch
good.
you in the gut.
That got me through.
Yeah.
Some of the episodes are simply not
your-
the best, but yeah.
Is that your I'm gonna wreck it?
Actually, yeah.
Yeah,
a good
that's
record
basically
for
your
the
I'm gonna
YouTube.
wreck it.
This is good.
Yeah.
Was my I'm gonna wreck it FF14?
No, again.
What do you mean?
that.
No, I didn't do that
That's
last
your
time.
first
You,
record.
that was your first wreck it.
What was my what? Really?
Yeah.
That was my first record?
Yeah.
No
Your
way.
only wreck it.
Your
Really?
own record.
Yeah, because it was on sale.
That was my record, wasn't it? I didn't even.
Here we see a man trapped in his own mind.
Playing a game that no one wants to play.
So,
No,
I guess.
actually don't want to play.
Anything else from your
Eh?
week, David?
That's pretty much it. That like ate up a lot of my time.
So, yeah, since you guys already started with the wrecking thing,
Oh, right.
it's time to wreck it.
It's
time to wreck some
time.
wrecks.
Is no
wreck
bad,
Rex.
bad guy.
Doesn't mean he's bad,
Bad
guy.
guy.
Heavy bubbles.
Quickly change the channel.
Oh.
So, Miggy, you're gonna wreck the Twilight Zone YouTube channel.
I have a mini wreck.
Do it.
What was the one I did last week? I don't remember.
No.
It was a YouTube channel, and I think the last one was
I forget. I completely
forgot.
forget. But I'm gonna recommend those new precons for War of the Spark
Nice.
are
Yeah?
genuinely solid.
Really?
Yeah.
Because you know the issue I had with Magic precons where you get
They're-
one set of common,
They're
like one full
Yeah.
4 of one common,
Yeah.
which is usually hot garbage.
It's very hot.
Like for
garbage.
example, the Domri deck from Ravnica Legions came with it's a 1 and 1 red, so 2 mana. It's shock only for creatures, so 2 damage to target creature for 2 mana. That's sorcery speed.
Nice.
That's like a really bad shock,
Yep.
Yeah, it
right?
is.
Not even 3 damage, 2,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
To target creature only.
Yeah.
It only comes with like one of those, one full set. The rest are like 2 to 3 of, mostly 2 of commons, mostly 1 of uncommons,
All right.
and the 5 rares and the 1 mythic is fine. That's fine for me.
All right.
This particular set, not only are the unique cards playable, like you saw the Jace one comes with a 1/1 flyer for 3, but every time it deals combat damage to a player or planeswalker, proliferate.
Yes. This
Right?
is a strong one.
And
yes.
like it's a flyer that usually gets through,
Yeah.
even at 3 mana.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Right? And if you put a counter on it, it immediately gives value to itself.
Exactly.
Then you saw the uncommon. So it comes with 4 of that common, which is fine, right?
Cool.
It comes with 3 of a unique uncommon for that deck, which is Jace's Illusion.
I saw this
For
one.
2,
So strong.
for 2 and blue, which is 4 mana, he's a 2/2. But every time you draw a card, put a +1/+1 counter on Jace's Illusion.
So good.
That's
So
good.
if you draw a card for any reason, for any spell, and the
That's actually
the
disgusting. Wait a minute.
right?
That's
So
It starts
super
getting
strong. It's
huge.
super
Plus,
strong.
it's a proliferate deck.
Right.
He's gonna get even bigger,
Yeah.
right?
And you have things like that draw you 3 cards, 2 cards.
The included Planeswalker. Whenever you whenever you draw your second card, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature, and his plus is draw a card. So second card I get
so you
right?
get +2 every
And then
time with
Jace's
that guy.
Illusion will get another one, and you can choose to have him get the counter from the Planeswalker version.
Right.
Then it comes with like, I think 3 Bloom Hulks, the common
Yes.
4/4 for 4 that proliferates when it ETBs.
Yeah.
So that's 3 of another card.
Big
Then
strongs, big
a 2 mana elf dude who, when he enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 on a creature or proliferate.
Yeah.
It comes with
Nice.
3 of those. It comes with like near sets of almost every card in the deck.
Are these standard legal? Oh,
Yes.
no.
It
Yes.
also comes with Kiora in it. as well.
Okay.
It comes with 2 Kiora's Dam Breakers, I think, or something like that. It comes with like I think maybe 2 or 3 garbage cards, like a vanilla that doesn't do anything. That's easily replaceable. But like as a constructed precon from Wizards of the Coast, which are usually down powered, it's decent. Like it has a game plan, and like usually because the precons come with 25 lands, which is mostly 1 land over than what it needs. So that's an easy replacement because it comes with 2 booster packs, right? These 2 decks, like the Jace, which is a blue-green, and the Gideon, which is a white-black, the mana base is also really good. So like the Gideon one, it comes with a... What is the unit? It comes with a set of Charmed Stray, which is the cute cat.
Yeah.
Right.
That pumps each charm
Right.
stray.
And then the unique Gideon card, I think, I forget what. But it comes with 4 of that too. So that's 2 sets of commons. The uncommons is basically a 3/3 for 4, but it's a Johnny's Pride Mate. Whenever you heal, put 2 +1/+1 counters on it. And for 3 and 1 white, put an extra loyalty counter on the target Gideon Planeswalker.
Strong.
Target Gideon Planeswalker.
And the tutor
Jesus.
card for Gideon, because Gideon costs 6, the mythic in the deck.
Yeah.
His tutor card comes at 4.
Yeah.
And it's a put +1/+1 counters on all creatures you control, and then tutor him out. So like that's
that's
good value, right?
Really
for a tutor
strong,
card
yeah.
for 4, which is usually the tutors are 5.
Yeah.
The mana base, it's mostly a life gain. It's basically mono white splash black. It comes with 12 planes and 8 swamps, and then 4 of the guild gates,
It's not bad.
which is a proper mana base
Yeah.
for what it's trying to do. And like you guys gave me the Angrath precon,
Exactly. That's
and
what we
I
started
played
you
that.
out with.
I played that base for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And I knew how hot garbage it was.
Yeah.
And even
Yeah,
as I
it's super
upgraded, like
basic.
looking back, like it was pretty bad.
Yeah.
It came with fucking Impale, a murder for 4, 2 black at sorcery speed.
That's bad.
This precon comes with Obnixilus's Cruelty,
Oh,
Oh,
an
okay.
it's
instant
so
that
strong.
exiles.
3 that does
At least
5 damage.
2. Yeah, 3 mana, 1 black.
Yeah, yeah,
-5/-5. Exile it if it dies.
Big strong.
It
yeah.
comes with good removal.
Yeah, good removal.
Right?
Holy shit.
That's hard to find.
So
And then,
would you
Nice,
wreck
nice.
this?
yeah, really comparing it to, because I've gone through most of the precons per set, either one or both. Like I got the Vrasco one for guilds, which was really bad. It had no
Really?
idea what it wanted to do. It wanted to do undergrowth, but also life gain.
What?
But
Why?
it doesn't really work,
Why?
right? And then
Right.
Vrasco costs like 8. She's never coming out.
The Eminence. No, the other one.
Regal
the big,
Gorgon,
the big boy.
The expensive one, and she doesn't do much, like by herself. These new planeswalkers have passive abilities, like Jace's. If you draw a second card, put a counter on something. Gideon is whenever a non-Gideon creature attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on it. That's basically everyone else except Gideon.
Yeah.
Get out there,
You can go wide with anything, right? That's the passive. That's good. So like,
Gotcha.
I'd recommend the 2 precons for War of the Spark specifically.
Nice.
I'm really hoping Wizards of the Coasts goes forward with this type of deck construction because it's exactly what because they had a survey for it. Like, what would you like us to improve with our products? I specifically typed put sets of good commons, put at least 3 of playable uncommons, then keep the 5 singleton rares and mythic, whatever. Because like even Pokemon, like starting only February of last year, started improving their starter decks because apparently I think they got a actual player to be part of their design team.
That's good.
So yeah, hopefully Wizards does this for their precons.
I mean, yeah, the Wizards of the Coast Magic design team is basically that setup now.
Like
I mean,
they're vastly improving. Like
Yeah.
in the past like year, diba? Biglaan.
They're good wizards.
They're
Hopefully.
pretty good wizards.
pretty
They
good.
probably win the Triwizard tournament.
Some of them,
Like some people here.
Unlike some people.
Couldn't even make to the damn cup.
he didn't even put his name in the goblet.
Yeah, I was gonna
dude.
Someone else did.
Someone else did. Harry put it there himself.
Yeah.
Did you put your name in the cup, Harry?
No, I'm sorry, Dumbledore.
Dumbledore.
Why you yelling?
Dumbledore said calmly.
Yeah.
As he yelled at Harry.
Yeah, that's what it said in the book.
I used to read his name as Dumbledore.
Dumbledore.
And Hermione.
I said Hermione.
Yeah.
I used to say Hermione.
Hey, Herms.
McGonagall.
Oh, she's
I
alright.
mean,
She's alright.
that-
She was in Sister Act.
McGonagall's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Turns into a cat.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna wreck it. War of the Spark Precons. Get him.
Nice.
Nice.
All right.
Super cool.
What about you, Raffy? Elevators
you gonna
falling?
wreck?
I got one ready, Migs. Put the emergency button. No. I'm actually low key getting into like rap and stuff like that, like the analysis of
Rap?
like hip hop and rap.
Yeah, you
and
mentioned
stuff
this
like that.
before.
Yeah, but like I've low key tried to get into it. So here are a couple of things that like got me into it. Like these are videos. This is
a video.
this is a video from Vox. You can find it on YouTube. It's called "Rapping Deconstructed: The Best Rhymers of All Time." So the girl, like, it's only 12 minutes. Like, it's easy and
Nice.
it's cool. And like, she analyzes all the best all the best rap lyrics and like how each rap is structured and how like rap got from simplistic rhyming schemes wherein just the last words of every line
Rhyme. Yep.
like a
Bars.
poem,
Like Ice
then-
Cube era.
then,
rap.
yeah, so like there's the first commercially viable commercially successful rap song was like the Bricks. It ended with bricks on a train, bricks on a bus, bricks on a plane, bricks on a, and like
Yeah.
it was very successful but like very simplistic.
It was
And
going for
got
like
into-
the beat more than like the chunky of the
yeah.
lyrics.
and goes into the more modern one wherein like what was 8 Mile? What was the 8 Mile?
Eminem stuff.
Yeah, which was Lose Yourself. And how
In the
complex
music moment.
Yeah,
and
complex
how
lyrics.
complex that rhyme scheme was. Like it's rhyming every end of the line, and in between those lines, it's rhyming also.
Yeah.
Like and like
Right.
it does all that stuff. So rapping deconstructed the best rhymers of all time. That's the short one.
Right.
The long one is it's also a documentary that you can find on YouTube. It's called The Art of Rap, and it's narrated by Ice-T.
Nice.
Oh no,
Like,
not him.
and like
I was hoping it was Ice Cube.
no, Ice-T.
He's a family man now.
It's kind of great because like in some bits it's funny because like they're trying to do the documentary style narration, right?
Right.
Wherein like, oh, we interviewed like this rapper and what his process is like, blah blah blah, and he spits out a verse right here, freestyle without notes and junk. He does this, but then sometimes he goes too meta with it. Like it feels like he's watching the final cut of the documentary, and then he's just commentating on what's happening. Like he goes, now we're gonna show you a few like pictures of the skyline just to get that mood right.
Amazing.
And that's the rap.
These are some pictures of some basketball because that's been like, instrumental in the culture. These are cool graffitis we saw when we and then like wait, what are you
What is
doing,
this?
Ice-T? And then my favorite is this one. Check out the posters and Method Man's back. Like what? They're trying to do he was trying to do documentary style narration, but like with the commentary track of a DVD. Wherein he goes like super meta. It's great. It's fun. Now this is a helicopter shot. And then it looks like we're zooming into this building where Snoop Dogg is, but Snoop Dogg isn't really in it.
What the hell?
We're sorry for that confusing bit. And then, like,
It's getting a bit too real.
it's super great, dude. Like, on top of the great like freestyles the people drop, like that super meta commentary is great. Yeah, The Art of Rap. I'm gonna wreck it.
All right. For my recommendation, I will recommend Komiket South 2019.
Yo, that's a good rec.
That's a good
Yeah.
wreck.
So coming out.
Who will be there?
Coming out this May 25th to the 26th
Next
at
week.
SM South Mall in
tasty.
the upper ground floor event center.
Yes.
So there will be a lot of artists and creators who are going to sell
Specifically,
their
two
prints.
artists there are very cool.
And Viral.
Noobs, yeah,
No,
we're
no, no,
noobs
no,
and
no.
viral.
Supple.
Yeah, but yeah,
Supple even.
yeah. So basically, Good Trades
Hey!
is officially in
Hey!
Komiket South this
Nice.
week. Yeah, so we will be joined by our good friends, AK and Anna
Yep.
from General Missy Facebook page.
Yeah.
She has a page?
Yeah, she has a page.
I want your table to be named Supple and Muscle.
Supple muscles.
Let's see.
I'd love to see that on like
mean-
like a ID bracelet.
Yeah,
or something
supple
like
muscle.
an
And
ID
then the
card.
subtext is only true fans will know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so
yeah,
if you're in the South,
Yeah, if you're in the South, we'll be selling art prints,
Hey.
stickers, and of course our own tokens, custom art tokens.
yeah,
Nice.
dude.
And besides
For your
Working
that,
on a
standard
soldier one
size
that's really
playing
dope.
card games.
I haven't finished it yet,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
hopefully I'll be done this Sunday.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
Sunday, Sunday, Sunday.
Of
I'm
course.
coming for you, N-word.
Of course, our signature commissions shtick where we can
We'll draw anything.
We'll draw
Mostly,
anything.
mostly.
Mostly. At a very convenient price.
Yes.
So yeah,
Come by.
Komiket South 2019.
Yes.
Gonna wreck it.
Nice. Comiket
yeah.
with a K.
Good rec.
Komiket
Komiket.
with a K.
Nice.
Komiket South 2019.
Has a good ass wreck.
Nice. South Mall SM.
You wrecked that ass.
What about you, Emile? Please don't recommend Final Fantasy 14.
No. Dude, I legitimately forgot that I already did it.
Okay.
Wouldn't
because-
it be awesome if like 2 straight weeks he recommended Final Fantasy 14?
Dude, if like you guys never told me, I would have forgot.
He's really in there.
I'm
folks.
really in there. I fucking love MMOs and like it's been a while.
Like, would you imagine Emile just recommending Final Fantasy 14 until one of us gives in and just
Then he's one.
yeah, and this is one, and he'll stop recommending Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
I don't think that'll make him
You
stop.
take his place, he stands up, and you take his place on the chair.
in a white room.
Oh,
It's my
man.
time.
Well,
Okay.
what do you call it? I have 2 recs actually.
Nice.
To
To make up for last week.
Now I have 2 recs mostly because the first rec is a bit late.
Okay.
Because
it.
the first rec is actually the new update to Tetris 99.
Yeah.
Hey.
The new update to Tetris 99 adds a marathon mode and a versus CPU mode where you can practice against 98 computer opponents.
That's
Yes.
good.
So if you're ever feeling anxious about getting online and fighting 98 people, you could always practice fighting the computers. Marathon mode, I haven't tried out myself actually. The bad part about these 2 pieces of DLC is actually they're paid.
Oh,
I'm not
it's
sure
okay.
how much they are because
Nice.
My vape. I'm not sure how much they are. But mostly, I got back into Tetris 99 this weekend because they were holding another Tetris 99 Maximus tournament.
Yeah.
Yes.
Remember the first one where the people who made it to the top 100 received 99 Nintendo points.
Sick.
It's
Yep.
around like
$10.
15. Yeah, it's around
$10.
$10. But this time, I think they're experimenting with how to give out prizes and how to determine winners. So what they did for this weekend was whenever you won or whenever a game finished for you, you would accrue a certain number of points.
Okay.
So let's say you placed in
Third or second.
You placed first. You receive 100 points.
Cool.
You placed like 75. You receive like 20, something like that. You receive like 10. Basically, a corresponding number of points depending on your placing. And once you accrue a certain number of points for that tournament run, if you reach a certain threshold, you get prizes.
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah, there's a leaderboard, and I think the prize for this weekend is
The Game
a
Boy skin.
retro Game Boy Tetris skin.
Ah, skin.
theme.
I thought an actual Game Boy.
No. Theme for your Tetris 99. So when you play Tetris 99, it'll look like how it originally did on the Game Boy with the exact same sounds, with the exact same, like, it
Like
actually...
the brick layout looks the same.
The brick layout looks the same
The
as well.
colors, like the
And-
flat green.
Yeah, the flat
Looks
green. It just,
great.
everything's green. That actually messed with me because the colors for Tetris are super important in my brain.
Right, right.
Yeah, but
Not
like
for
it's
mine.
super fun and it's as competitive as it has been, and I think it's gotten even more competitive because before I would like easily place top 10, top 5, like with no practice. But going into the tournament this weekend, like people were beating me left and right.
Oh,
Like
you
I was
faced
finishing.
the Tetris gods.
Yeah, I was
They've come
finishing
out
at,
again.
Yeah, I was finishing at 90. I was finishing at 70.
Holy shit.
And then like at the very last
Wow,
part,
90.
I actually pulled out a number 1 victory and got enough points to get the theme.
Nice.
So that was super cool.
Cool.
Hopefully there'll be more tournaments.
Yeah.
Like I always recommend like Tetris 99. It's amazing.
Nice.
And for my other recommend that you guys might actually be able to participate in, this coming May 30 to June 1. It's a very small window, but I'm excited for it. PlayStation 4 users will be able to try out the new Arc System Works game, Granblue Fantasy Versus.
Hey! Yeah.
I'm actually super excited about this game because
Yeah, me too.
a ton of my friends are into Granblue Fantasy, the gacha game.
Yeah, I haven't played it actually.
Yeah, the browser gacha game, and there's a huge fandom to it. A ton of people love it, and like I've never jumped in because gacha games are a trap.
Yes,
Yeah.
they
As
are.
evident
They're made
by
that way.
your, Final
Yeah,
Fantasy.
It's a trap.
What's that?
Yeah,
Brave
Final
Exvius.
Fantasy Brave
Yeah.
Exvius. Yeah, dude, gacha games are a huge trap, and if you fall in, you're not getting out anytime soon.
Yeah.
I still log into Final Fantasy Brave Exvius every once in a while.
What a
But-
mark.
But
Still at that Strike Force.
since since it is Arc System Works and it is Granblue Fantasy, like a well-loved franchise that's getting like not just a fighting game, but even like a character action game by Platinum very soon. Yeah.
My
Dude,
favorite studios.
Granblue is putting out the money to get their game out there. That's not
They're
just
picking the
gacha.
smart people.
Yeah, they're picking the right studios. Arc System, Platinum, super great. But anyways, like I said, May 30 to June 1, there will be a window to try out the game for free. As long as you have a PS4,
Plus.
no, you just sign up for it. It's
That's
free.
good.
It's actually free.
Ooh.
Yes.
You just sign up on the website. You sign up your PSN account name, stuff like that, and then you'll get free access to the demo May 30 to June 1.
Can I use the Princess Potato Girl?
Yes.
Princess
Yes.
Potato.
Yeah,
Yes,
the
yes,
one
of
where
course.
she's standing on a box.
Yes,
Awesome.
that one, the Princess Potato Girl.
My main.
This one was an easy sell for me because he showed me, like, Emile showed me the trailer in Baguio for Festiva.
Yeah,
The big flamboyant wrestler man.
yes,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
that's one of
I'm fucking in.
that's one of the
Let's
new
do this,
characters.
baby.
Interesting.
And he's like Incineroar too. He just says Festiva all the time.
Yeah,
Festival. Typecasted by myself.
yeah, man, it's super sick. The animations look slick.
Mm.
I'm loving the art style. Big anime,
Big anime.
big
anime.
anime.
Big anime.
Gonna wreck it.
Gonna wreck it.
Nice. Big Rex. Big Rex.
Gonna wreck it.
Arx is getting in that work because they have that Kill la Kill game coming out too.
They
Yeah,
do.
too.
Super
Yeah.
true. Anyways,
Alright.
that was a good trade, everyone.
Oh, very good trade.
Big
A very
trades.
satisfying,
trades.
long,
Good Rex,
trade.
big trades, lots of damage.
Lots of damage.
Where can we find
Critical
the show?
hit.
Emile?
Where can we find the show? So, if you would be interested, I mean, if you're already listening, you're probably on one of these services. But if for some reason you're listening in the background, your friend has a podcast on, and I'm pointing at you right now, you're interested in listening to more episodes of Good Trades, look us up on the iTunes.
iTunes what? Apple Podcast.
Yeah, Apple Podcasts.
Spotify.
We're also on Spotify. No, this is the part where all of you say the services,
I'm
right?
doing
Oh.
it.
Podbean.
Anchor.fm.
LimeWire.
Kazaa.
Zune.
Zoom. No, but seriously,
Winamp.
we are on Spotify, we are on iTunes, Apple Podcasts, and any podcatcher under the sun. Just type Good Trades, you'll
Yeah.
find us.
/ Walkman.
And if you would like to become one of our fine supporters to keep this show going, keep the lights on, fund even more cool hardware like the microphones we bought because of our patrons, our
my
fine patrons, you can find us over at www.patreon.com/goodtrades.
Brigade.
Nice.
Nice.
Almost.
Nice. Good Trades Brigade.
Yeah.
You too could be a member of the Good Trades Federation.
And that the unseen, like unmentioned benefit to being a patron is that we will love you forever
Yeah.
and ever.
Big
until we all go to the big twilight zone in the sky.
Hey man, there's a haunted podcast up there.
Yeah.
Our show will continue.
Yeah, maybe we can do the haunted podcast.
Yeah.
Damage. This man got punched while walking on the street.
So we should read out like the Twilight Zone again for our last thing.
Now, let me see if I can pull it up.
Or maybe we should
Or like a
do it in
version.
post.
No. Just put it in here. I'll cut it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna cut it.
Oh, Jesus.
Man, that wish is way too fly. You need to cut it. Diba pangit? 45 minutes I listened to that shit.
I already did it. Samson
Yeah.
did it. Do you want to do it?
Yeah, do it, Raffy.
Do it, Raffy.
I don't know the voice. I don't know the voice.
Rod
though.
Sterling, man. Dude, it's
That
so
doesn't mean anything to Raffy.
Yeah.
It's really hard to copy Rod Sterling, but just try to be as ominous as possible.
All right. 8th dimension. as vast as space and as timeless as infinity. It's the middle ground between light and shadow, between science and superstition. What? It lies between the pit of a man's fears and the summit of his knowledge. Your cries echo to the sky. This is the dimension of imagination. It's an area we call good trades.
Nice.
Keep it going, everyone.
Keep it going. Boom, spam, boom, boom, bam, boom, bam, boom, boom, bam, boom, bam, boom, boom, bam, boom, ba-da-da.
Bum, bum, ba, 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 bum, ba, ba, ba. Thrones, yeah.
Winter hating love.
That's all you know, and we will end there.
Lalang.
Play
Sarap eh.
Play Overwatch, everyone. It's me, Baptiste.
It's my.
Wait, we should prep the end card segment.
Shit, type
so we
it.
don't fuck up.
Sige.
Type it.
The basic
You have
lang
the computer.
naman. Yeah, the basic lang naman is
Kaza, Lime
for
Water.
more episodes of
Kaza.
Good Trades, check out yung iTunes. And then we usually go into what else na yung run through ng jokes.
Patreon.
Or nung Patreon, and then people try to come up with Spotify, blah blah blah. I go Zune.
I say LimeWire.
No one steals Zune.
I say LimeWire.
yeah,
Yours
yeah,
is
yeah.
Kaza. Yeah.
Because,
I want to go with Winamp na lang.
then after all of that, the last
Obama's
thing is
ass.
Patreon. Good Trades Brigade. Right? Good Trades Brigade yung Patreon.
Yeah.
What if Migoy just puts this at the end?
Facebook.